let's make it juicy, juicy. Scene from a movie, let's make it juicy, let's make it juicy. Like a scene from a movie, let's make it juicy, let's make it juicy, juicy. From a movie, let's make it juicy, let's make it juicy.
Like a scene from a movie, let's make it juicy. Like a scene from Man, that is so juicy, juicy.
Wow, incredibly juicy.
Like a scene from a movie, let's make it juicy, let's make it juicy, juicy. From a movie, let's make it juicy, let's make it juicy.
Like a scene from a movie, like a scene, like a scene, like a scene from a movie. That is so juicy.
Wow, incredibly juicy.
Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
Says when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses. Wow.
I thought you
think
were
about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading
Have
the
an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you. It's like, oh yeah,
Great deals.
computers and accessories
wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See,
Romance.
it's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Key what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. because GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show is with you on Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. Thanks for being here wherever you may be. It's Facebook Gaming, it's Twitch, it's YouTube, and it's gamingmorningshow.tv. Sean and Ryan with you. Theo will be along for the final 2 hours as well. Should be a lot of fun, but you know, you never know.
Should be.
It's the bottom line, yeah, right? My hypothesis is, I would like to state for the record that I do believe that the outcome of our experiment will be that the show was a lot of fun, but it could be also a big-ass train wreck. I don't know.
Stranger things have happened. It could be just terrible.
What are we operating under? I'm gonna guess. You went to bed 12:30.
It's probably pretty close.
Yeah. Are we playing Returnal the whole time, or did you get the boot? Like,
No. We gave up on Returnal around 10:30? 10:45?
Okay, that's not bad.
So the stream wasn't super long, but then I didn't go to bed like I probably should have.
Well, it was fun with the parts that I was able to watch. If you don't know, we played GMS Plays on Monday and Tuesday nights, and the last couple of nights was starting as Returnal, and then it shifted into something else, and it was a lot of fun. Good morning to you in chat. Kiki Low is here. Superphonic is hanging out. We're going to be talking about music throughout the course of the morning as well. K-Laugh checking in. Axe is here. Thank you for the host as well, Axe and Aura. Always appreciate that very much. And Business is here too, asking us, where's the Krispy Kreme? You must have watched the F1 stream a couple of weeks ago. We haven't got the catering deal with Krispy Kreme yet, but we'll work on it so that we can supply everybody in chat with some with some Krispy Kreme each show.
Krispy Kreme all day.
All you have to do, though, we are fortunate in the sense that we could probably look at our mother-in-law and be like, man, Krispy Kreme donuts sure do sound good. And she'll spend like all day driving around town looking for Krispy Kreme fundraisers because we don't have a Krispy Kreme here.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's good to see you, Business. It's good to see everyone in chat. We are going to get into the favorite musical genre because Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees are announced. There's a lot of good names on this list. We'll tell you about them coming up as well. Instagram adding a key new addition to profiles. We'll tell you what that is. And I think for the second time this week, we have a wild animal on the loose. Monday it was a zebra roaming around Middle Tennessee. Tell you what's happening in Houston coming up. So there's another animal. It's on the loose. Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news coming up in this day in gaming history, along with birthdays too.
Nice.
Master Jordy is here as well. Got a mute for now. Ultra Lurk. It's the ultra combo. Classic rock is what got me into music. Bands like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. Or is giving us Greg Kinband, Simple Minds, Bastille, and Shed 7. Let's see, Axe gave us 80s rock, a little better, but nothing beats 70s and 80s. Sad I didn't live back then. Super gives us Stones, AC/DC, and Zeppelin. 70s, 80s rock is the best from Aura. Same with Kiki Low. What else we got in here? Wow, a whole bunch of stuff going on. Favorite music. Axe put favorite with a U to appeal to everybody today. Music genre is definitely 70s, 80s rock. I'll open up with this. Wage is here too. Good morning to you, Wage. When I was working in radio, I started when I was 16. I had a really cool opportunity to work at a radio station really young in life. And we played everything. Like, we had CDs, and the music lists, the way the radio works is you usually had a program director who'd run the station. And then for the music stations, you'd have a music director. And so they would be in charge of creating lists of music that you would play, or eventually when automation showed up, that was programmed to play, right? And it was formulaic, right? They were figuring out what people wanted to hear, especially on popular music stations. Well, at my station, because we weren't a popular music station, we just had a list of music that we could play during the course of each hour. And we were supposed to stick to that. And we played some really awful stuff, and we played some pretty okay stuff. After I would get done with every single shift, I would get in my car and I would listen to the other radio station you could get in my area that was not one of ours. And it was a classic rock station. And I kind of found that was my wheelhouse. I liked it a lot more than a lot of other things that I was hearing at the time. Although, I admit now, when I'm driving home late from work and I need to stay awake, I'll still listen to a lot of 90s music because, man, I apparently know a lot more lyrics than I ever give myself credit for.
Yeah, you specifically, and then you more generally, you absorb a lot more lyrics and music just by living in that era than I think we really are aware of.
Yeah, for sure. And so I know that this is like the Dello the question for you because I opened it up with favorite, right? But what are some of your most appealing type of music genres?
Yeah, and I have a very eclectic music, a love of music, and I'm one of those people that you ask like, oh, what kind of music do you like? And I say, oh, I like just about everything. And then people always come back with like, oh, you don't like everything. You listen to classical, and I'm like, yeah, I do. You listen to jazz? Yeah, I listen to that too. I really, truly like just about everything, and can at least appreciate everything, even if I don't like it. My go-tos in terms of like listening to music regularly are, I like classic rock a lot. I like alternative rock a lot. I enjoy like acoustic rock quite a bit. That's mostly because that's closest to what I actually play, so I get a lot of inspiration from that style of music. I'm also like really big on like Broadway musicals and stuff like that, especially with the kids. And then I'm gonna extend that into like Disney musicals, because a lot of those are written kind of like that Broadway musical style. So those make their way onto our radio in the car frequently. So those are some of my favorites. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go with like an alternative rock style.
And I can't help but think of both you and Super with this song, Outcast with Hey Ya. That song was, obviously very popular when I was in high school, early college, and I put that song on for my son one day just driving over to your house, and we got like 3 notes into that song, and my son looks at me, he's like, I like this, and was really into it. And I think that that's a lot of the fun part about being a parent now and getting to share some of the old music with the kids, and then having them be like, that is awful, or sometimes, oh, that's pretty okay. Right, and it just depends on what they're into at the time. Load Last Checkpoint is here. Good morning to you as well. It's Ryan and Sean this morning playing some Rocket League. We even got a Food Morning Baby Dino from Axe, so pretty much throwing everything out there. Scott Chick, good morning to you as well. It's great to see so many folks this morning. Axe said, I do love Eminem for that reason too. It could just be that I know every lyric almost. Yeah, Eminem was very popular when I was in high school as well, and so there was quite a bit of lyric remembering from Eminem as well. Hefty singing Park Life in the car. I probably sing a lot of stuff in the car for sure. Wage, I can't lie, I have a soft spot for jazz, blues, big band, but I listen to everything. Used to have 2 terabytes of music. Oh my gosh. Remember when music was measured in terabytes. Even Calaf said I've been on a bluegrass kick for a while. The reason I wear this Kentucky hat is one of my dad's best friends growing up went to the University of Kentucky and actually could play the banjo. And so cool. We got a couple of bluegrass concerts occasionally in real life, which was kind of cool. If I haven't already, good morning to you, Checkpoint. It's good to see you as well. And Real AJ has checked in. Man, it's so great to see everybody this morning. As we're playing some Rocket League, and I hit the wrong button.
Oh boy, and I just completely
Axe says you should see my playlist, 600 plus songs with absolutely everything. Let's see, no meetings for 45 minutes for Kiki, so you're able to stick around for a little while. That's awesome. Even Master Jordy loves music so much, Jordy had to put in the headphones at work. Couldn't stay away, which is awesome.
Nice.
And this is where, this goes back to you as well. I'm naturally curious about, what most people are into. Like, this is why I like having Kate Sanchez on this show so much, because Kate is very much into things that I've never myself gotten into. Anime, horror movies, those kind of things. But what I'm so mesmerized by Kate about is Kate is super into, she's very passionate about all these things, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not a huge music nut, but hearing people like you who play music talk about why music inspires them, why music's a big part of their lives, that's like it itches that scratches that itch of like curiosity for me, right? And I love it. I love it.
I've always wanted to try to play the banjo. I've never really had an opportunity to play the banjo.
I know Kiki's talked a lot about the saxophone and having used to play that, but chat, has anyone ever played the banjo? Like, is that something that for some reason you're like, yeah, oh, absolutely, I've played the banjo? Because I don't.
Super said the banjo is fun to play, so it sounds like he's at least dabbled.
Oh yeah, the banjo is a fun instrument to play, says Super. By the way, you're witnessing chat day 2 of me trying to play with ball cam, so we're working on, I guess, day 3 technically.
It's like 2.5.
Yeah, we switched in the final hour of Monday's show. And said what I'm going to do is try to do Tony Hawk style tricks. I'm sitting here doing 360s off the wall while they're scoring the ball on the other end. Super said, I bought my friend a banjo for his birthday once, so I played it a bit. It was more a present for myself. All right, so yeah, so Scott Chick and Master Jordy both brought up alternative music. And that's primarily what I listen to now. There's a station on Sirius XM called Alt Nation, and that's pretty much where, if I'm listening to music radio, I'm spending almost all my time. Manchester Orchestra is on there a lot. Silver Sun Pickups was one of my favorite alt bands of all time. So they're on there quite a bit. I don't know how you say it. It's like churches spelled with a V, so it's like Chiverches, basically. They're really good. They're always on Alt Nation. So. Oh, sorry.
You're good. All right, let's get this out of here.
My current playlist runs like Michael Jackson, Bastille, Simple Minds, Imagine Dragons. Bastille is good, really, by the way. Venga Boys, Aerosmith's on there. Is it Piatd? Piated?
I don't know though.
I don't know that one either. Alien's here. Good moron to you, Alien. It was prettyok.com. I heard Alien. The rumor has it that Alien's getting into music reviews. So. Oh no! I overran it. Oh, Kiki can't do music whilst at work. Chat, that's a good question. Can you do music while at work, or is it too distracting for you? Incubus is my favorite band of all time. That's a good call.
Nice.
And Alien's apparently couch shopping today. Good luck to you. Imagine waiting for couches, right, Sean?
Oh, could you imagine? Today is the day, though.
Are you
They're
serious?
supposed to be delivered today. We bought couches in October. And today they're getting delivered. It has been a mess. Oh no. That was a good shot. Yeah, they're scheduled to come in today.
So, can we get some hearts in chat for Sean's long-awaited couches? I mean, we're talking like, what, half a year, basically? Oh my god.
Yeah. More.
K-Laugh says, currently saving for either a banjo or a mandolin, not sure which, but I'm gonna get
sorry.
I'm gonna get twangy.
Sorry, that was my bad.
No worries. I'm gonna get twangy. I love that. Anything but jazz for Alien is favorite genre of music. Oh, there could be a jam session between Jordy and K-Laugh. I love that, connecting dots. Death Cab for Cuties, pretty legit for sure. Yeah. Or I said when you were in the U.S., you had listened to Sirius XM. I actually was an early adopter of satellite radio. It came out, and I had both independently. I had one in my car. I had Sirius in my car, and then I had a portable XM. And at the time, it was primarily because of sports. But me and my friend Joey really got into Alt Nation. So that was one of my favorite stations since. Yes, Chat FM, our newest Patreon, knows what I'm talking about. Chiverches, The Mother We Share, Top Tune. Good moron to you as well. Alien's been just sitting in his computer chair for half a month. Oh no, I'm so happy that you're gonna get a sofa. Oh my gosh, this is so hard
It's gonna be a good day when I can lounge on our couch.
Yeah, out in your living room.
Yep.
Yeah, Sean and his wife got some pretty cool chairs, and they're really nice, but they're just two chairs that are sitting up in the living room, and there's no. That's the center. If you can win it first.
They tipped it way far back. I was so ready.
Well, we tried, chat. 6:22 out on the West Coast, 9:22. This is a fun discussion this morning so far. And what's really neat, too, is Sean can stay the whole show today. We usually don't have a full Wednesday show of Sean, but we are today. And then Theo will be along coming up in the 7 and 8 o'clock hours. And that's neat because Theo is a musician as well, so we can talk more and kind of geek out about some more music coming up as well. It's 9:22 out on the East, 2:22 in the afternoon. Thanks for spending your time with us on Gaming Morning Show. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So this is the 6th inductee class that have ushered in the 2021 year. You'll have Jay-Z, the Go-Go's, Tina Turner, Todd Rundgren, Carole King, and Foo Fighters. They're all making the trip to Cleveland this October. This is from Variety, writes this article. Notably, the Hall of Fame will also welcome several other artists that did not appear on the general ballot this year, but have been inducted in other categories, including 2 artists that have repeatedly been nominated in the past without being voted in, Kraftwerk and LL Cool J. Among the main crop of performer inductees, women were voted into 3 of the 6 slots. And the author writes, representation that's likely to be welcome after years of complaints that rock's female pioneers have gone underrepresented, and 2 out of the 6 are black artists as well. So that's what's happening at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Foo Fighters is another one. Like, I don't know if there's been a time where a Foo Fighters song comes on and I'm like, nah. Like, I really like the Foo Fighters quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Foo Fighters are fantastic, and they, in my opinion, you get to a certain quality of like musician when it comes to popular music bands, and Foo Fighters does that, where you get high enough where they're great because they just write good music, but they write a diverse type of music, as opposed to you get some bands that, you know, have a very distinct sound, and that's great, but they start to sound samey all the time. But Foo Fighters, like, their music is pretty different. Like, if you listen to some of their hits, they have quite a few different types of songs and music and sounds, and it makes me happy. They're good stuff.
Chat too. One soft spot I have for Dave Grohl now is because he did that cool thing with Nandi, who I think was the 10-year-old drummer who was playing Foo Fighters songs because Nandi looked up to Dave Grohl, and Dave answered back to the videos that, you know, Nandi was putting out on social media, and then eventually made Nandi a song, which I think we even linked to before on the show. But it was a pretty badass song. And I think
awesome.
Dave had like his family doing like backup vocals in the house because it was during quarantine. So I'll have an appreciation for Dave doing that. I think there's very few things in life that I admire more when somebody does have fame and uses it to just make somebody as happy as they possibly can. I love it.
Yeah,
I think it's neat.
It's fantastic. He also had a drum off against Animal, which was pretty fun.
I don't remember that. You'll have to link that in the Discord, and we'll have to take a
I'll
look
find
at
it.
it. So. All right. So our topic of the day is favorite musical genres, and some of the other things. I'm gonna have to log back in just a sec. Do you have the music turned down in the car when you need to focus and look at your destination? You know, I think I have this thing because I've been wearing headphones with something else playing in my ears for so long, while I'm also supposed to be concentrating on something else, that I don't think it bothers me. I don't think I need to concentrate too hard. So my answer to that is probably not too often, Checkpoint. What about you, Sean?
I think I still do this. Yeah, I used to do it when I delivered pizzas. I'd be getting close and starting to, like, if I turn onto the street and I wasn't familiar with exactly where the house was, I'd turn down the music to try to find it.
So that brings up
My ears controlled too much.
That brings up a whole nother thing, which is delivering pizzas was the best job ever.
I loved that job. I would do it again.
Chat, did any of you ever deliver pizzas? It was so much fun. You could just get in your car and like listen to whatever you wanted to. It was great.
I would deliver pizza now, but I would use my electric car, and so I'd go on like 4 runs, and then they'd be like, "All right, here's your next one." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, battery's dead. I'm out."
Yeah, I'm a 2-hour delivery person now. So
going home.
Also, breaking news from Real AJ. Yes, the Apex Legends update has installed on my machine, so we are good to go. I think they're nerfing the bow, aren't they? Isn't that one of the big patches that they're doing? So
They gotta.
why? That thing was barely powerful. Nobody was using it. Paging superphonic. Master Dory says it's funny that you say that because I travel to Cleveland quite often. Hey, in October you can go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. I did go there. I've been to Cleveland once, and I was able to go. Wage says Learning to Fly used to be one of my favorite albums. Monkey Wrench favorite song for a while. Dave Grohl is great, says Superphonic. All right, we're going to talk more about music. We got to get the news. It's 6:27 on the West Coast, so we're going to give you the video game headlines of the day. Later this hour, we'll have birthdays and this day in gaming history for you. Next hour, top 10 list. It is music-related as well. It's all coming up on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Here is your hashtag video game expert, Sean.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 12th, 2021, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. It's a coincidence that we're talking about music, because we have a very music-heavy Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News.
You mean that was planned?
Just kidding. There's no music stuff.
Oh,
I wish
damn
there
it.
was.
I thought you were serious. I was like, oh, man.
I wish. But there's some cool stuff. Better than the last couple days of just like nothingness to talk about. Microsoft is testing a new way to sell you Xbox Series X. I think this also includes Xbox Series S, which makes a lot of sense to me. We'll see how well it works, but it's at least a step in the right direction with selling these next-gen consoles. They said via their Twitter, today we're introducing the console purchase pilot, allowing U.S. Xbox insiders on Xbox One to register for a chance to reserve an Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S console. Check out the Xbox Insider Hub on Xbox One for details. Limited space is available, and not all who register will be selected. So basically, this is they're trying to appeal to the people who have already kind of bought in one way or another into the Xbox platform and be like, hey, you want a new Xbox? We'll try to give you one first. Mm-hmm. And I like that. I thought for a long time that what Xbox or Microsoft and Sony should have done in some way is people that are established on their platforms just be like, hey, we'll sell you one, and then you're in line, and we'll just start shipping them down that line, and when you get yours, you get yours. Because I would have done that even early on. I would have bought it, and they're like, hey, it might be 3 months, but at least you bought one, you bought the one you want, and when it's available, we'll send it to you.
So I think the same thing in an idealistic way, and then my brain goes, I'm sure they're focused on trying to convert people, right? They want to get market share, and so they're not willing to do that because the loyalty is not as appealing as people switching, right?
For sure.
And I don't know if that's true, but that's my gut instinct is why they wouldn't do something like that. But how cool would that be if you've been a long, full-fledged member of the PlayStation crew, and they're like, hey, because of that, we're going to reward you. I think that would be an awesome thing to do, and I just don't imagine they'll ever do it that way. Maybe this is a start, though.
Maybe. And so this pilot program, maybe it'll go well, and it'll be a good model for things in the future. So we'll see. So if you're looking to buy an Xbox Series X or S still, and you're an Xbox insider, check out that pilot program. Speaking of platforms with things that aren't on other platforms.
2 of 10.
Gabe Newell of Valve and Steam hints that Steam games might be coming to consoles. He was doing an interview in a talk with Sancta Maria College in Auckland. He was asked by a student if Steam would be porting games to consoles, and the legendary developer hesitated and then said, quote, "You will have a better idea of that by the end of this year."
Wow.
And no one knows what that means, except for Gabe Newell himself.
It's so funny, too, because these things happen now in a classroom, right? Or on a Zoom call with a random university. Back in the day, you could say something like that, and it may only be regionalized news, if not just local news, right? But now with social media, guess what happened in my class?
It's everywhere. So the exact meaning of this is just a matter of speculation for now. Some have taken Newell's comment to mean that we could see Steam itself as a storefront brought to consoles. Doubt it. Others have taken it to mean that Valve's own games currently available only on Steam will be ported to consoles. That sounds more likely to me. With each console currently only featuring its own closed store, the former seems unlikely, but we've seen Xbox in particular striving to see its services on other consoles, so it's not outside the realms of possibility. If somehow Microsoft is like, hey, we'll have a Steam store on our console, that would be huge. That would be like world shattering for the console market. So we'll see what it means. I'd be excited if Steam was willing to start porting their exclusives over, because that just means that when more Half-Life stuff comes around, it'll be on consoles quicker. It usually makes its way to consoles eventually, but quicker would be nice because I want to play some Half-Life. Still need to steal your VR so I can play some Half-Life Alex.
Okay, fair enough. Just don't put that silly zombie game on it, please.
Oh,
Arizona
Sunshine?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hack it so that's the only game I can play.
I know, and that's what
Until
I'm
you
afraid.
beat
That's
it.
what I'm afraid of.
We're starting to see some stuff scheduled out for the next couple months, which is exciting. As we get closer to E3, we're going to start to see more and more of these sort of things scheduled. The first of which is not their big presentation to reveal a bunch of stuff, but PlayStation's Days of Play event returns this year and has been scheduled. This is from Liana Rupert of Game Informer. It returns this year with rewards, challenges, free multiplayer, and more.
And more. And if you order now.
It promises a ton of goodies for all gamers on Team Blue. I don't know the reference to Team Blue, but if you're on Team Blue, you can get the free goodies. From free multiplayer to nifty new challenges, there's a lot to look forward to with the event's return. So let's dive in and see what's ahead. Registration for this event is live and will remain so until May 31st. The main event kicks off on May 18th. And how to register. Here's how to register and what to do. So you can go in and sign in with your PlayStation ID, and then log in on May 18th with the first stage of community goals. And stage 1, 2.4 million games played for the community goal, 7.2 million trophies earned, and a bonus goal, 3 million games played, 8.8 million trophies earned. So as a community, if you hit these benchmarks, cool things happen. So it's kind of cool. Stage 2 has similar numbers. They all slightly increase. So games go from 2.4 to 2.9 to 3 as you go from stage 1 to 2 to 3. And trophies increase by small margins as well, up to 9 million trophies earned for stage 3. If all these goals are reached, then there is a cumulative prize for all with an additional PSN avatar and PlayStation 4 dynamic theme. Also included during this time are special sales on games and free online multiplayer weekends for those to get online and play with friends across PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 ecosystems without PlayStation Plus. So if you're interested in playing stuff and having some community feels and possibly earning some neat prizes, check that out. And then EA Play Live has been scheduled for this year. A little bit after E3 is done, EA Play Live is going to take place in July. So they separated from E3 a couple years ago, and it continues for the foreseeable future. And so they're going to have their own event on July 22nd. So we'll be able to see some conferences continued into July. Still waiting to hear on the other ones that don't directly do theirs through E3, which has been PlayStation and Nintendo in the past. But both Nintendo and PlayStation have scheduled theirs in June around E3 the last few years, so I'm hoping they do that again. But this one's pushed out a little bit later into the end of July. So we'll see what EA has going on.
Kiki said something about meat prizes. Did you say something
prizes.
about meat prizes?
I'll take some meat prizes.
I mean, meat prizes are never bad prizes.
Nom, nom, nom. Bacon. You play enough games and PlayStation just sends you bacon. And always last but never least, we finish on today's Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. Retro Machina. Retro Machina is out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Conceptions out on Switch and PC. Fire Ung's Quest out on Switch. Hunt Down out on PC and Mac. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Rift Raccoon out on Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, Switch.
Doesn't sound bad. And of course,
Rift Raccoon.
Chat FM has to bring in orgies back to the show. Nice work, Chat FM. I'm proud of you. We'll see Zevtastic here in just a bit then, because that is Zev's summon word, as we learned yesterday on the show. No, neat prizes. I heard meat prizes. I like the idea. Play enough games, you get bacon in the mail. That's not bad. That's not a bad consolation prize. When I was a kid, I got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure for Nintendo Entertainment System for the NES. And I still have no clue necessarily when or how I entered the contest, but apparently won it off a candy bar. So, some way, somehow.
Nice.
Yeah. Jack says, I like having full screen for individual segments like the news, lists, etc. Anytime we can put Sean as big on the screen as we can, that's always a win for us. So, we try to do it as often as possible. Especially with your very nice set now. We got greenery behind you. We got windows and
nice?
Lights. You're fairly well backlit. You got a little sun flare going. So... Mm-hmm. Kiki's gotta go get some ham now. Sorry.
It doesn't make it on the stream very often because it's not wide enough. But I like that my guitar's over there too, just hanging out in the corner.
No, when you're on that, you have
Makes
to
me
let
happy.
it shine during the news segment when you're full screen. So
Before I start, I'll be like, guitar, straighten up. They're gonna see you.
Kiki gets
Stop slouching.
a meat prize just for being here. So it's like our consolation prize if you're on our game show. So, Chat FM saying Microsoft customers cannot do anything. They're still trying to download FS 2020. I don't know what that means. Is that bad? FS 2020? It's been a while. All right, good talk.
Who knows?
Yeah, and I did confirm KLAF. Yes, since October, Sean ordered couches in October. They are possibly going to be delivered today. So
They're scheduled to be delivered today. Like, we called them. They got into the store. And then we set up a time for them to come deliver them. So if they don't come today, my wife is going to lose it.
oh no,
She's been calling them like once a week for updates because they refuse to like touch base with us.
Oh, gotcha. So if y'all are rooting for Sean's wife not to lose it, then hope for the couch to the show today. But if you have your camera handy and we can get film of your wife losing it, that'd be good content. So either way, you either get couches or we get content, and that's a win.
It's a win-win. Win-win.
Super did say the bow is the most balanced weapon I've ever seen. Sure it is. But is disappointed you did not announce new Guitar Hero, which is what I thought you were going for with the music segue. You broke some hearts today. How do you feel about that?
I know. I broke my own heart. I want to play some music games again.
Load Last Checkpoint's just trying to have beg Sony to take Checkpoint's money. So, Gaming Morning Show in the shower. Good morning to you, Snufkin.
Who is probably in the shower.
Definitely was in the shower. Chat FM predicting that at the end of the year, Steam will declare bankruptcy now. And King Gray saying good morning with Ola Yul. So it's good to see you, Gray, as well. Good morning to you. Real AJ says he cannot hack my VR. Was going to put a mimic inside my VR, basically. And every time I put it on, the mimic could grab me. No, thank you. No, thank you. And Snufkin, the first thing Snufkin saw was your face, Sean, when Snufkin woke up. Screenshot. The moose in the garden was a nice touch. Mike was just saying, just move the camera. No, every time that Sean moves the camera, Arturo rips the whole thing down.
It should be pretty safe from him. He can't jump to or from anything where it is now.
Flight Simulator takes about 2 days to download. Is that true? Damn. That's a big download.
Big download.
You know, they
Those are
say
some hard
about
pants.
big downloads. Bigger than smaller downloads. So
They take longer too.
the worst thing is the contest that rewards you with meat is the controversy. Dear Lord, that's a lot of beef. The worst thing in a contest that rewards you with meat is controversy. Dear Lord, that's a lot of beef. AJ, you've done better, but I'll accept it. I seriously like picture a world where AJ becomes one of our joke writers. Like that would be a great world to be in. And apparently, our friend Look It's Mike O won a Brian Dawkins autographed mini helmet as a result of winning a draft contest. Well, congratulations today, Mike. I'm proud of you.
You are one of life's winners.
Literally one of life's winners. So.
I like it.
All right, let's see how this one goes. Ham. Oh my gosh, I hate this game so much. Best 2 days ever. When I was at Super Bowl 50, we didn't get into the game, as I mentioned, I think, yesterday when we were talking about like favorite events or events you'd most like to attend. But we did, like I say, do all the fanfare, and they had... Oh, no, I take this back. This was at the season opener the next year. That was kind of our consolation prize, is my buddy Carl and I, both Bronco fans who tried to get into Super Bowl 50. We used my tickets, and we went to the season opener the next year, because after you win the Super Bowl, you usually always get the Thursday night game, which, by the way, coming up in sports, we'll have news on the NFL Week 1, so that's coming up. And so we both agreed that we were going to go to the opener the next year. We did, and there was a big fan fest thing happening in Denver, and there was raffles and giveaways. And I ended up winning an autographed Super Bowl 50 football. So,
Nice.
yeah. Kiki is my kind of person, a person of class. A ham person. Chef's kiss. Yeah, no, Chat FM, it's part of our, it's not probationary period, that sounds awful. It's part of our acclimation period, is as we, the hosts, get used to your humor, it gets a lot easier, so. Oh, sorry.
You're good. Almost.
No, it was not the year we stole Brian Dawkins, but it was the year that you did not re-sign Brian Dawkins, and he chose to sign with the Denver Broncos. The way that you know Brian Dawkins is a pretty well-loved player, though, is he was in Denver for like 4 years, max. And people in Denver talk about Dawkins almost as much as, you know, we perceive that the Eagles talked about Dawkins. Like, he is well-liked and well, you know, loved in Denver, and only played there for 4 years during a time frame where we honestly didn't really do that much. So, I tried.
You did good.
By the way, Chat FM is our latest Patreon subscriber. Thank you so much, Chat FM, for joining Gaming Morning Show and doing so through our Patreon. You can join us as well. Just go to patreon.com/Gaming Morning Show. Our tiers are there. There are 4 to choose from: the welcome tier, the subscriber tier, the kneecap tier, and Adopt Bob. With the kneecap tier, you get all the perks of being a Patreon subscriber. It's like being a Twitch subscriber with some extra bonuses like participant priority and double entries and giveaways. But with the kneecap tier, you get a little something extra from our friend Look It's Mike O. And Axe was our very first kneecap tier subscriber and received a little something extra from
I missed again.
And you'll also be featured in our Minecraft Temple of the Six, which, if you didn't know, GMS has Minecraft servers. You can find more information in our Discord. You can do !Discord to get that. That was a sound. That was a sound that I just made.
Love
Good value for the money, so pleased with the new car. Yes, new car is on the way, Chat FM. That is always a perk of being a Patreon subscriber. I mean, you did secure the car sponsor, right, Sean? You said you were going to do that.
Yeah, it should be on its way.
Okay, good. Yeah. A new car! Uh-oh, Axe is saying Axe is going to do something a little special on June 11th. Axe, what's June 11th? Is that your birthday?
Oh, I missed.
Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh. I was hopeful that that person was going to miss that. He did not miss that. I'm going to try to center. I might be up and high.
Oh. Way back.
If I buy the kneecap tier,
Oh,
will
here
it
comes, here comes, here comes.
fix my torn ligament? Oh, I couldn't get to the side.
And I wasn't at the angle I wanted.
You know, we do have a doctor on staff. Don't believe we have a knee surgeon, though. Also, that requires at least the welcome tier. We actually fix torn ligaments just for signing up. So, yeah, absolutely. Yes!
Oh, it's in!
No way! Did it land like?
I think it bounced at the goal line.
And therefore touched the
I
ground.
couldn't get under it.
Oh,
Yep, I
that's a
couldn't get
bummer.
under it.
That's a bummer. All right, Gaming Morning Show continues. It is now 6:48 out on the West Coast. It is 9:48 on the East Coast, and it is now 2:48 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. So devastated. So
I'm
devastated.
heartbroken.
So Alien's on the way, though. So yeah, we'll fix the ligament. No questions asked. Do we have to have a replacement ligament for that?
Yeah, but I mean, we can find like some string or something.
I think that's part of the kneecap tier. Mike actually gives you one of his ligaments. So
If you got hamstrings, we can make ligaments.
Jack said, in real life, IRL, in real life, I have an extremely dry sense of humor. The Sahara is humid in comparison sometimes, so I literally tell my students, quote, I'm telling a joke. Joke. I told a joke. Did you get it? No? Okay, that's okay. Yeah, well, let us know in the community good vibes acts. That's where you can post things in our Discord regarding things you're up to. What time is the topic? That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, you can talk about it now, Jack. We were hitting that off the top of the show. Would you have a favorite musical genre? Jack also said, hey, gang, if we have a doctor in the house, are they a cardiologist? Can they fix a broken heart? Oh, Jack. Jack, we're here for you. Sports Talk Gaming and myself. We're here to always mend a broken heart. Sit down. Pull up a cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee.
You can also use your sleeve if you'd like and have a cup of coffee. We'll do what we can to make you feel better, okay? And then Mike will come in and just completely destroy all the good progress that we did to make you feel better. That is a Gaming Morning Show guarantee. Oh, Forgiven John is here. Good checking in with us, Forgiven John. I appreciate that. Good moron to you.
Top of the moron.
Alien said, I think you just need a rubber band. We can do
Close
that.
enough.
Ligament surgery with a rubber band.
Totally fine.
We also are having a call for a cat. Do we have a cat sighting this morning?
I haven't seen him in some time.
All right.
I don't know where he went. He didn't come to bed last night. So
We never gave you days of the day. We are going to tell you the story of a tiger on the loose in Houston. Yes, second straight news story with a zoo animal out. Even though I don't know if this is an animal that's from the zoo, to be honest. A wild animal, probably. Instagram, also going to help you add pronouns to your profile. We'll tell you that story. It's International Nurses Day, Receptionist Day, Limerick Day, which I do like myself a good limerick. Fibromyalgia Awareness Day, Root Canal Appreciation Day. I have to imagine that's a very much after the fact that your teeth feel better and therefore you now appreciate it. I don't imagine that's an in the moment type day. No.
I love a root canal.
Good old root canal. Donate a day's wages to Charity Day. Third Shift Workers Day, and our production crew, Mike, put capital Snuffkin next to that. So, lol, Snuffkin. Are you a third shift worker? And if so, today is your day. It's Third Shift Workers Day.
Well, Snuffkin.
National Odometer Day, which I still do get geeked out, even though my odometer is digital. When it does switch from, let's say it's 5 digits long, it switches to all the next 4 are zeros. I do kind of
feels pretty good.
on that. And it's also National Nutty Fudge Day. So if you're into nutty fudge, let us know.
Nutty fudge.
Nutty fudge.
I never knew Nutella was so erotic.
So I'm all for celebrating nurses as much as possible, but didn't we just do Nurses Day?
Yeah,
Was it
so
last
that
week?
was Nurses Day, or Nurses Appreciation Day, or something of that ilk. Today is International Nurses Day.
Oh, so now we can only celebrate international nurses.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you have to work across multiple countries, and then therefore you can be appreciated today. Yeah, I was surprised Mike hadn't put Nurses Week into the rundown yet, so I figured we'd get to Friday and be like, oh, by the way, it was Nurses Week. We're very good at celebrating things after the fact, which brings us to birthdays.
True.
Load Last Checkpoint had a birthday earlier this week, and we didn't even know it, so we celebrated it after the fact. Today, are there any community birthdays you would like us to celebrate, chat? Let us know in the chat. I don't see any on my list, so if you have a birthday to celebrate with us, please let us know. It's also Rahaser Day.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. He was typing that as we were doing it.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know
So glad we have some love for third shifters. Done at not a good time, so bless them out there in the night doing honest labor before the first bus.
Rehaser.
To you, Snuffkin, just remember, we are proud of you.
You are one of life's winners.
All right, what do we got? Gabriel Byrne turned 71 today. Actor Gabriel Byrne. Actor Bruce Boxleitner, 71 today.
Bruce Boxleitner.
Actor Ving Rhames is 62.
There's one we know.
Yeah, I know Ving well more than I do Gabriel and Bruce. So, is Ving still doing Mission Impossible movies, by the way?
I don't know. The last 20 of them blur together. I feel like he did make a reappearance in one of the newer ones, but I don't know how far back that was. It could have been the 4th one. I have no idea.
Actor Emilio Estevez is 59 today. All I know is I hadn't seen Emilio in quite a while, and then the Mighty Ducks things, the reboot thing on Disney Plus came out. Emilio aged. It was noticeable for me. So
That does happen.
yes, it does. True. Low-key good movie, at least I haven't seen it in 20 years, so I hope it holds up well, was Men at Work, which was a garbage hauler movie featuring Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen. And it was pretty okay. So, as long as it didn't age poorly, I'll still say it was a pretty good movie. Actress-producer Vanessa Estelle Williams is 58 today. Actor Stephen Baldwin is 55 today. I assume one of the Baldwin brothers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alien. I appreciate you.
Alien says it was pretty okay.
Actress Kim Fields is 52 today. There was a Golden Girls spinoff?
Apparently.
Chat, did you know the fun fact for Kim Fields was she appeared in an episode of the Golden Girls spinoff, The Golden Palace? Did anyone know about the Golden Palace?
Interesting.
We get an AJ pun with box lightener. Isn't that unpacking? A box lightener? I don't know. That was better than that first one he tried. No, it was just maybe lost in translation according to chat. So, Chat FM. Who else is on this list? Kim Fields, I mentioned 52. Malin Ackerman is 43, actress. From American Pie fame, Jason Biggs turns 43. Shows you how old we are.
Yep. Feel it.
What else we got? NFL's Steve Smith Sr. is 42 today. Actor Rami Malek? Rami?
Raimi, I think.
Okay. 40 today. Wasn't that Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, right?
Yeah, and he was so good.
Actress Emily Van Camp is 35 today. And music artist Cuban Doll is 23. Those are the birthdays I have on my list.
Nice. Looking through the list, I don't see anything else.
King Gray says diehard GG fans like myself did. Oh, King Gray, so you were tuning into Golden Palace, right? Just like you were treating Golden Palace like Saved by the Bell the college years, huh? Yeah. You were all I was all into the college years. I was a diehard Saved by the Beller, so yeah, look, it's Mike saw the one that I saw. It's Tony Hawk's 53rd birthday today.
That's a good one.
Also, again,
And
in the other popular and historical birthdays. Sorry. Ugh.
you're good. Florence Nightingale. It's her birthday, and that's probably where today being International Nurses Day came from.
Oh, it's Snufkin's puppy's 7-month birthday today. So it's your birthday song. It is not very long.
Toot toot.
Oh, and Kate's all about Rami. Oh my God, babe.
Nice.
Emily does what? Emily Van Camps. Probably worked with Mike when he was a camp counselor.
Mike Job, number 4.
Yogi Bear's birthday.
Okay, you know, you don't have to be like that to Jason, Mike, okay? Jason was playing a role. Just because he did that to a pie whilst in the movie doesn't mean that he's actually said pie. Okay. Good moron to you, Engine Number 9. Thank you yesterday, I believe, for the host. We always appreciate that very, very much on Twitch. Kate said favorite musical genre, Persian hip-hop. And then we had Jack chime in earlier with opinion on musical genres as well. That's our topic of the day. We will continue to talk about that in the next hour. Theo will join us as well, a musician, so we'll be able to chat with that as well. All right. Let's see. What do we got? This day in gaming history. We go back to 1982, and if you know it was before 1999, it was probably to do with a lawsuit or something. Well, this one was an agreement. So not a lawsuit, but an agreement. Arnold Greenberg of Coleco signs an agreement with Universal to pay royalties on sales of Donkey Kong. So the saga continues.
The saga.
1999, Nintendo had a next-generation console codenamed Dolphin. Project Dolphin. And this is my favorite part. It used a 400 megahertz Gecko processor. It was very animal inclined. 2003, before the E3 trade show, Microsoft announced Xbox plans, including a demo of Doom 3 and Halo 2, for all the Haloers out there. And then this made me think, the sign of the times, right? 2005, in a televised special on MTV, Microsoft revealed the Xbox 360 video game system. That makes so much sense in the mid-2000s. And now Microsoft would just do all of that in-house.
In the mid-2000s.
I mean, it shows where MTV was at the time. It shows... Okay, we got an Arturo sighting. Arturo is at the front door.
He's leaving the front door.
Oh, goodbye, Arturo. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yep, I knew I was going to get you, Kate. Halo. Alien says, Dolphin, now I know why the emulator is called that. There you go. Yeah, that's exactly why. Chat FM, Tony Hawk is just a walking commercial, surely. Man, Tony's been doing some cool stuff on social media, like going out to like skate parks and be like, hey, can you do an ollie? And if you can, he gives you like Tony Hawk gear. It's like the kids too. This goes back to doing cool things with your fame. So
he's a cool guy. My favorite is he always shares on social media the situations where he'll meet someone and they're like, hey, you kind of look like Tony Hawk. And he's like, I am Tony Hawk. And they're like, no, you looked old. You're not Tony Hawk.
And today is his birthday, so another year older for sure for Tony. All right, more music topic when we come back. We're asking your favorite musical genre. We rehash that at the top, and then we'll also get into the Instagram pronouns news. And next hour, we'll have a top 10 list for you as well. The top 10 live music mess-ups, falls, and fails from List First facebook.com. We have that coming up. Mike's going to chime in with some more music as well. And then also in the 7 o'clock hour, sports! Theo will join us as well. It's Ryan, Sean, and Theo, soon to be Mike, is in the chat. It's great to see you all on this Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. Thanks for being here on Gaming Morning Show, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.
Mi mundo se detiene ante tus besos. Mil razones para vivir. Tu armonía me llevará hasta el fin. No sé qué hacer en mis sueños. Música se adueña de mis sueños. Hundida en el mar de mis deseos. Wake up, that's all we seem to be. I'm going, you're calling, but you're bad news for me. We're drowning, you're splashing, acting like it's all okay. But here's the real thing. Yeah, I don't gotta worry, no, you can't do me dirty, acting like I'm the one who started flirting wrong. Hey, baby, I'm just talking, no, you don't have to hurt me, just tell me that you're done, please don't string me along. You act like it's a game that I'm willing to play, but the joke's on me, I'm in too deep. Now I'm afraid to leave, thinking about the alley where you grabbed me, smacked me, and laughed at me. Baby, don't you know I'm hurting? Yeah, you've done me dirty, acting like I'm the one who has to be hurt like that. Honey, no, I get it. You say it was a moment of weakness. Just don't do it again, and I'll consider.
What am I now? What am I now? What if you're someone I just want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling. What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm
That is Sean plays the guitar and Harry Clarence
Arkansas's favorite harpsichord player.
Styles. Absolutely, that was great. You worked up quite a sweat there. Holy cow! You all right?
Take that wall.
Yeah. Only show that plays the guitar with passion and then throws our guitar up against the wall. Yeah.
Hits was Goldeneye. At one point, Xbox 360 was going to remake the classic game, but for whatever reason, they had decided to cancel it. However, it is now available to play online. The caveat is you have to find it. So we're not going to tell you where, but you have to find it. But you can go ahead and play the Goldeneye reboot somewhere online. It was going to be made for the Xbox 360, but Grim just left. She's like, fuck this. Oh no, I did it again!
What you mean?
We start playing video games, and Mike just starts making everything go to hell.
These are happening daily. So go and help someone who needs to become free. Oh yeah, we're all becoming free.
Just a sec, we'll be right back. I gotta delete a clip really quick. Don't worry, Chris, if you're here, I downloaded it for you so that you can at least use it for your show, but it's off of our list now.
Gaming Morning Show, List of the Day, and Sports. All ahead on Gaming Morning Show. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. Thanks for being here wherever you may be on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Sorry, had to do some clip maintenance over the course of the break. Oh my gosh, I hadn't even thought about someone clipping that. My favorite part, though, of that clip, though, is he does that thing where he's like, oh no, I did it again. Why does this keep happening? I am Ryan, that is Sean, and Miss Theo joins us. Good morning, Miss Theo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to see you this morning. We're doing pretty okay. We're excited that you're here because today is Music Day. Because they announced the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. So we've been talking about favorite genres of music. And we've had a pretty good range so far, to be honest, this morning. A lot of 70s and 80s rock early on. We've seen some alternative in there. Some people like Calaf have said they've been on a bluegrass kick lately. Yeah, I mean, and this is what I like about music. And you know this about me. I don't really like have a firm passion for music. I just get really impressed by those who do. And so you're in that wheelhouse for me too, because, you know, you're an amazing musician yourself. And so, like, the curiosity is what I enjoy about music, is why people got pulled into music. So let's go with that with you. Our topic of the day: what is your favorite musical genre, and do you have a kind of a story behind how you got impassioned by music?
I think I was born just a natural like extrovert, and I like making people feel good, you know, and so that's what I like about performing, is the just making people feel good or inspired by something, walking away feeling different. and I think that's just the beauty of being an artist. So I feel grateful that I am that in this lifetime. In terms of favorite musical genres, it depends on my mood. Like I like so many types of music. I mean, obviously, like on an everyday basis, I got my R&B and soul. But I mean, I was in a jazz funk band when I was in college. I love country. I'm from Oregon, so I got a little of that country girl. You know, love the hip hop, love rock, love all that stuff. The only one that I can't listen all the way straight through at a live concert is like heavy death metal. Yeah, like I like metal, but when it's just like super heavy, like I'm like, whoa, it's almost like freeform jazz. I can't follow it. I'm like, ugh.
Let's see. Jack said yacht rock considered musical genre, the only real rock for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Come on now. Yacht rock's not bad. I don't dislike.
Wait. What's yacht rock?
Yacht rock's like Michael McDonald, right? Like.
Oh my god.
Yes. There is actually back to Sirius XM, which is where I get all my music. Apparently, there is like a yacht rock radio station on that platform. So. Yeah. Well, that's our favorite musical genres. Sean, I can't remember. Were you able to pinpoint one, or did you kind of go in the normal mode of saying like I kind of like all the stuff?
I think if you forced me to pick one, I'd pick like alternative rock would probably be my go-to.
Oh yeah, you were there. We went to that concert together. One of the best concerts I've ever been to. Silver Sun Pickups, Manchester Orchestra, and Cage the Elephant all together.
It was so good.
It was amazing. And it was a smaller venue too. And granted, I posted a picture of it. We happened to be up in the balcony because I think that's where you could get the beer. To be honest, or maybe that's just where our seats were. I don't remember. We got them free through a radio station. And I posted a picture of it, and my friend Larry's like, "Don't be afraid to get close to the stage." In other words, we were pretty far away from the stage, but it was the small theater in Eugene, Oregon. I can't remember what it's called.
McDonald Theater? I think it's the McDonald Theater.
Yeah, McDonald
Theater. Is it the Michael McDonald?
The Michael McDonald Theater.
This is where I wish I had a Michael McDonald impression, but I don't.
No, I actually feel like strongly like if you could do it.
Oh, I probably could. I just need here. Okay, fine. Well, I can't play spot here. Just a sec. You guys talk amongst yourselves. We're gonna play.
Okay, Sean. Okay, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, I don't really have a go-to karaoke song. It really depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
Yeah.
My go-to karaoke genre is for sure like musical.
Oh.
I like singing musicals for
I was
for
not
karaoke.
expecting that.
Yeah, no, those are my go-to. Those are also the ones that get played the most. I was telling this earlier, that get played the most in our car is like Broadway musicals or Disney musicals with the kids. The cutest thing was having my son. It was probably like 4 or 5 at the time. We're like, "Hey, what do you want to listen to?" And he goes, "Play Les Mis." And I'm like, "Yes, we got him." So for a long time we listened to the Les Mis soundtrack in the car, and the kids love it.
Oh my god, cute.
So you played in a jazz funk band in Eugene, you said,
Yes,
or was that
sir.
that was in Eugene?
Yeah,
what was the band?
It was called The Side Project because it was kind of like a side project for a lot of us.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
okay. I don't know what Ryan's doing, but he looks like he's having a great old
Rehearsing.
time.
He's working on his impression.
Everyone, don't pay attention to Ryan. All right, let's block his side of the screen. He's in the green room rehearsing. All right, you ready, Michael McDonald?
Taking it to the streets.
Oh, come on.
Taking it to the. I can't get that high.
Just go. No, but he's got this like chicken.
You're taking it to the streets. It's really good. I don't dislike Michael McDonald. That would have been one of the ones I was talking about when I was 16, running a radio station. Not running a radio station, working for one. We had just music from all over the damn place, right? And Michael McDonald would come on quite a bit. I didn't dislike it. Wasn't Michael McDonald in Doobie Brothers too, though? Chat.
I don't remember.
Paging chat. Help us on this one.
All I remember.
And everyone else, Chat FM doesn't have to be the only one to answer. Other people can
That's
answer
true.
too.
We got to start figuring out. We're just going to start calling you FM.
Well, let's not ignore Mike over here. And which I honestly feel so bad, Mike, when you're like hanging out with us when you're not with us.
It's all right. Mike feels just as bad, so
I know, it's
you can
sad.
really dig into him there. So, Chat FM likes doe a deer, a female deer, ray a drop of golden sun, F a word we should not clip, far a long way to. Yeah, please don't clip any more F word clips. That actually, Mike, if you could just not say the F word and give them anything to clip, that would be tremendous as well. We're playing Words on Stream. If you want to start typing words that you see as we talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2021. Sushi Love-chan, good moron to you, Sushi. It is good to see you as well.
Good moron.
Sushi's doing Apex Legends clips of the duration. I can't remember if you're doing it clips of the week, clips of the month. But if you ever see any cool Apex Legends clips, be sure to send them over to Sushi Love-chan. Look at Maiko says, my favorite karaoke go-to is I Like Big Butts by Sir Mix-a-Lot or Summer Girls by LFO. That is a deep cut. Summer Girls.
Which, wow, you pulled that out.
Summertime girls are the kind I like. I wear Abercrombie and Fitch. Yep. That was a one-hit wonder for sure. So
I think they might have had like one more, and then I don't remember.
I doubt it. I doubt it. They tried, but I don't think they did. So, oh my god, that was an awful song. I do like "Steal My Sunshine" by Len, which is also another deep cut.
My god.
Yeah, that was a one-off in the late '90s. Mm-hmm. I would do that with a karaoke because the karaoke song that I would do with a partner, like especially if it was my wife or you, Theo, who has a higher voice. I would love to do Barbie Girl because I can do the part. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Like I can do that part.
Oh my god!
And then you could all do the.
Found it. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That is it.
Am I getting noise gated or can you actually hear that?
No,
that was good.
Oh, I can't believe it. It's actually working. All right, Words on Stream. AJ and Look It's My Go are dueling it out. We're having a 1v1 in Words on Stream right now. If you want to play, just scan that QR code if you're not on Twitch, or even if you are on Twitch, you can do that. Or you can just type it into the Twitch chat and be able to play as well. Miss Theo is here. Miss Theo is holding a fundraiser. It's an Aggie for Justice fundraiser. And you can find out more by going to I Am Miss Theo on Instagram. You're specifically doing this to help support the causes of both Stop Asian Hate and Black Lives Matter. And I like your philosophy that you put in your post on your Instagram. One person can make a difference, right? And this is what you're doing through Aggies. Describe your fundraiser that you're currently holding on your Instagram.
Yeah. Oh my god, thanks for bringing that up. I didn't even tell you. Gosh, see what a good friend he is. Yes. I mean, I was just thinking about like, man, what can I do to help the cause? Because sometimes with everything that's going on in the world, it feels so overwhelming. You know, we got our own lives and all this other stuff. So finally, when I had some space to do something, I was like, let me just make some egg rolls. It's been a while. And use it as a fundraiser. And all of the proceeds are going to go to help fight, the injustice against the Asian community and the Black community. So, those are two big communities that really need a lot of love and support right now. And giving them some monetary funds to help them fight the good cause is, the least that we can do if we can't go out there and make some change ourselves, So anyways, you can definitely find me on Instagram. I am Miss Theo, and DM me on there and I'll send you the information. And there are also raffle prizes as well. So if you donate at least $25, for every $25 you do donate, you get entered into a raffle prize. Raffle prizes are one free Reiki session from me, which is $150 value, a really high vibe Reiki dream t-shirt, custom dream t-shirt designed by me. And last one is, if you're not in LA, the last one's like egg rolls. But
We were trying to figure out how you could ship them because when we brought this up on Monday, people were very interested in figuring out how you could get them to them. Like, I don't know, like a certain Mike in Indiana.
It's so funny. I wish I could, because a friend from Florida asked me to do it once, and I totally did. I packed it up, I froze it 24 hours. I got there, and shipping was like $100, and I was like, no, you're not paying $100 for this. Like, nah.
AJ had the best word session in level 2. Chat FM had 18 stars. Engine number 9 comes through with 6 stars, so we have a 4-person leaderboard now. AJ is atop of it significantly, but we are still early in our game of words on stream. Coming up in about 4 minutes from now, we will give you our top 10 list this morning, which is the top 10 worst, top live music mess-ups, falls, and fails. That's coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Sports coming up later in the hour as well. Copia said, my favorite musical genre would have to be progressive metal, orchestral rock. He'll be with us in a moment when he comes back. K-Laugh also saying, throw a beep over that F-bomb and it's a keeper. Yeah, I will do that. I'll edit that clip. I did download it, and then I'll make it so we can put it back in the rotation. K-Laugh said, Summer Girls Karaoke. Yes, sir, for sure. Also, another couple of good morons. Good moron, T-Rugs. It is great to have you here. Now, when we rated you the other day on the recommendation of Kate Zaid, I believe, who was guest hosting at the time, I believe you said, I was told that it was Rogues, but is it Rugs if I just say it like that? Let us know, please. And you are a member, it's 5 p.m. where you are, so you're a member of GMS in the afternoon.
Wait, so where is that? Where are you then?
Yeah, Rugs, where are you exactly? Okay, like Rugs. Perfect. Rugs is a tremendous emote artist, I'm being told, an artist in general as well. So if you want to follow Rugs and get some cool streams, get some cool artistry, you can do so. Twitch.tv/Rugs as well. Afternoon morning show for me. Absolutely. Gaming afternoon morning show. Oh, Romania is where Rugs is from.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So Rugs, I didn't even see this until now. It said, I'm in a class right now, so I can't hear everything, but I'm here.
Oh my goodness, you're from Romania? Wow.
Yeah. I'm happy that either you're reading my lips or you're listening enough that you can hear what I'm saying.
This is where ASL would come in. Wow.
Well, and honestly, I still have to try to implement captions. I'm going to be taking a week off here later this month, and that's one of my goals is to finally get our captions. And some of the other messages, though, I want to put through our chat going. So I muted the class for a bit to hear.
Oh my god.
Well, we're appreciative of that. We lost the game, which is fine. We didn't really give you much of a heads up that we were about to start playing the game. Easy, crowd. Okay, they didn't know. Crowd, don't make me... I mean, Mike will bust some kneecaps on you.
I'm gonna bust some kneecaps.
Mike will do it.
I'm sorry.
Don't. Hey, easy. Easy.
That was amazing.
Jeez. I always love when our AI starts talking to each other. It's always a lot of fun.
Maybe it was Skynet.
Well, AJ wins that round, so congratulations, AJ. You are one of life's winners today. Chat FM, engine number 9. And look, it's Michael. Complete our top of the leaderboard. Now 7:24 West Coast time, 10:24 on the East Coast, 3:24 in the UK, and apparently after 5 o'clock in Romania. Thanks for hanging out with us on Gaming Morning Show. If you've never been here before, this is what we are. We're a morning radio show that plays games. So we have a lot of different segments. Today we're asking our topic of the day, which is your favorite musical genre, because announced into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is going to be Tina Turner, Todd Rutledge. Oh, screw it. All right, just a second. Just gotta put
Pause.
No,
Technical
it's fine.
difficulties.
No, it's not technical. It's me adding stupid numbers to my mispronunciation counter. It's fine. Whatever.
Shh, that's what I'm telling you.
Just said his name. Yeah, I know. You're covering for me.
I'll just do a dance.
No, that's not like it's Michael. Stop it. All right. There we go.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right. Yeah, there we go. 90 mispronunciations. So. Sean, stop laughing at me.
I can't help it.
Todd Rundgren, who likes to bang on the drum all day. Okay.
Okay, I wasn't sure where you're going with that.
Carole King, Foo Fighters, Jay-Z, and the Go-Go's are all being inducted. Apparently, too, I know Tina Turner was already inducted as part of Ike and Tina. And then there was another one on that list, and I can't remember whom on the top of my head. But they had already been inducted through another group, but now are going in as a single. So it's not Foo Fighters, not Dave Grohl like with Nirvana or something like that. It might have been Carole King or Todd, who were also in another group, and now they're getting inducted some other way. So,
Wow.
Kopia's got a
It's
point.
a good list.
Super and Sean aren't in there, so
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, crap, Theo, let me send you the list so that you can participate. We're going to give you our top 10 list.
Yes.
This is the live mess-ups and falls and fails all time in music. It's a listverse.com list, and it has to do with, you know, the worst side of music, if you will, meaning when things didn't go the right way. Josh Gill was the one who wrote this list, and opens it up from July 2019 saying that, like, hey, you know what? Sometimes at concerts, things don't go your way. And when things go wrong, it can either be embarrassment, shock for the audience, or who knows, an absolute gift for social media. So we're going to give you this top 10 list right now, again, from 2019. And number 10 is Michael Jackson, apparently in Oslo, Norway, back in July of 1992. There was a live show with the King of Pop, of course, and during one of his only nights in Oslo, Michael started to lip-sync his opening song, which was Jam, but apparently the playback vocal wasn't there. So they had to hurry up and fix Michael's vocal performance. And, you know, Michael's performing as Michael did, right? So out of breath, and they had to turn on his live vocals, and he had to try to make the thing actually work out. Probably did a fairly decent job. I wasn't there, but... You know, that's
I'm gonna have to go back. This list, and we'll post it when we're done. This list has videos for all of these, and I'm for sure gonna go back and watch all of these. Number 9 is Justin Bieber in Glendale, Arizona, in September of 2012. Love him or hate him, it can't be denied that Justin Bieber is a music sensation. Midway through a performance of Out of Town Girl during the opening night of his tour, Bieber turned from the audience and doubled over before vomiting all over the stage. He rushed off while the backing dancers professionally continued on as if nothing was wrong. Sheepishly, Bieber returned a few moments later. After the show, he took to social media and blamed drinking too much milk before the concert for his unsettled stomach.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That sucks.
AJ, come on. Hate him or hate him. More like, hey, you get off the Biebs, okay? You chill out. We all love the Biebs.
Also, as a singer, you're not supposed to drink milk before you sing.
Yeah, you're not supposed to drink milk before you do games
So-
either. It's not
You're not
good.
supposed to drink milk before you do, like, anything.
It's like Ron
Yeah, that's
Burgundy
true.
drinking milk. Milk was a bad choice.
Bad choice.
Yeah. All right, number 8.
All right, number 8, we got the Foo Fighters. During a particularly enthusiastic rendition of Monkey Wrench with his band, the Foo Fighters lead singer Dave Grohl, we all know him, made for the edge of the stage but tripped and stumbled forward.
No.
Spectacularly nosediving from the 2.4 meter high, so about 8 feet, platform. He tried to stand, but unfortunately his leg was broken. And he had to abandon the show. Oh man. So paramedics came, took him away. And then he said, I'm gonna go to the hospital, I'm gonna fix my leg, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna play for you again. Just like the rock and roller.
That'd be awful.
7.
Paul McCartney was in Quebec in July of 2008, and apparently at the very end was supposed to have Live and Let Die, which is one of Paul McCartney's best songs. And there was an issue where misplaying a note early on, it was during a quiet section of the song, and kind of lost it in the sense that it was kind of funny, right? Like laughing, and he just couldn't recover from it. So at one point during the final words of the lyrics, he was literally laughing. Everyone could hear it when he tried to say, makes you give in and cry, say live and let die. And then it got worse. Pyrotechnics missed a cue, so at the very end, there were spectacular fireworks that showed up several seconds late. So it just was a big cluster at the very end of that particular event.
6.
Number 6, Oasis, playing in Toronto in 2008. Mistakes are not always the fault of the band, artist, or crew, as happened with Oasis while performing their smash hit song Morning Glory at Toronto's 2008 Virgin Festival. Midway through the song, a man ran up behind lead singer and guitarist Noel Gallagher and forcefully pushed him off the stage. Of course, the show was brought to a halt as security tackled the assailant and Gallagher limped into the wings. A few tense moments later, a band member came out and addressed the concerned audience. Thank you for your patience. Just give us 5 minutes and we'll be right back.
Anything can happen when it's live, right?
It's cool to see Oasis on this list and it not being Liam and Noel fighting on stage because they've done that too.
5.
Oh, siblings. This is U2, Love 'Em or Hate 'Em. This is in Vancouver. Another falling off the stage, man. It's hard to multitask. And sometimes the lights are so bright on stage you can't actually see
I'm sure.
like, in front of you. So yes. Well, it seemed that on the last song of the night, on I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, the Edge was concentrating more on looking out over the expansive crowd than looking where he was going. Yeah, you know, getting into the moment, and he stepped right off the edge.
Eh.
Is that why he's called the Edge? He fell several feet from the platform where he was quickly attended by staff at the venue. So it was all good though. It was the last song. They were good.
It's the Edge, and the name is the Edge. Also, you said you two love him or hate him, and I just imagined AJ piping back in and be like, or hate him and hate him. Wah, wah. Oh, but this is good. AJ said, so I guess he didn't find what he was looking for. The stage.
That's hilarious.
Metallica at Abu Dhabi in April of 2013 started to play the riff that begins "Nothing Else Matters," which is a really good guitar song, right? Gets up there to start playing. The lead singer Kirk Hammett. Oh no, I don't know if it was the lead singer, but Kirk Hammett was the one who's supposed to be doing this. Hamlet, to be or not to be. Anyway, got up to the microphone because it was just not going well. There was a bunch of bum notes in the course of trying to open the song. And gets up and goes, "My hands are really sweaty, and it's just really hard for me to play. So I'm going to do that one more time, okay?"
That's fair. That's fair.
Here's what I like about that is I there's no need to be perfect, right? Like obviously in a concert you're hoping to hear everything live play out the way that you hear on albums, but in this case, that's what's fun about live, right? Go up there and be like, "Listen, that didn't go well. We're gonna start over," and that's okay.
Let's try again.
We're all human.
Number 3, Pink in Nuremberg, July of 2010. Pink is renowned for her super energetic and gymnastic-filled live performances. The encore for 2010 tour consisted of her being whirled around the venue on cables while performing "So What" like some sort of glamorously amazing musical piñata.
Oh, no.
Love that. Unfortunately, she was not properly secured into her harness in Nuremberg and ended up being dragged off the stage and into the pit below. Clearly in pain and complaining that she couldn't feel anything in her back, Pink was rushed to the hospital for x-rays. Luckily, she avoided any serious injuries, just some bumps and bruises.
That's terrifying.
It could have been a lot worse.
2.
The 2, Ed Sheeran in London. By the way, do people out there, do you guys hate it when we do?
I don't know. Kiki on her stream constantly goes, "I'm from London," so I don't know if that's the case. It could be, but Kiki's at least with you, so I think you're in good company.
Wait, is she from?
Kiki is from, well, she lives in London now. She's from
Wait,
Leicester. But
Wait, what? Okay, but she naturally has an accent.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, but we don't. So it's like Americans.
Oh,
they get
no,
annoyed
no,
with
because
Americans?
Superphonic's already laughing, and Superphonic has a redemption where he will talk like an American, so, yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's cool. It's even then. Okay. All right. Well, this one's not as like dramatic as the other ones. Honestly, I don't even know why I made the list. But so one night, Ed Sheeran concert. Okay. While performing "You Need Me" in London, the loop pedal went haywire and stopped working. So it's like guitarists with when their foot is on doing something at the bottom when they're playing guitar. If people don't know, it's like helping them to loop the music. And it stopped working. Insisting that the pedal be quickly fixed by the crew so that he could perform the song, he told the audience, "We do have a curfew, but I'm not having this." Sorry, that's terrible.
It's not bad, actually. I don't know. You're from the UK, y'all. What do you think? Let's rate our accent.
That was terrible. and also, it's like, because I wonder that, right? 'Cause it's like, it's not racist, right? Or is it?
You can answer that too, Chad. I have no clue on that one.
You let me know,
Chad
Let me
FM's
know.
giving you an ooh, so not a good start.
Okay, see? There you go. Thank you. But yep, there you go.
We rely on you,
Tested
Chad.
Tested it out.
Dipping the toe in the water. And number 1 on this list, well, Mike's double doubting. So isn't throw another shrimp on the Barbie? Isn't that an Australian thing?
Yes, because the Barbie, yeah.
Yes, super fun. Oh my gosh, no. I think you're in the clear so far, but let us know if we're not. This is number 1. Paul McCartney tried to sing "Let It Be," which is a Beatles classic, and this is during a performance at Live Aid. And apparently, the act before, according to the copy here, Accidentally unplugged the mic. How do you unplug the microphone? My God. Anyway, it turns out like a full minute or so of McCartney's performance was just unheard by the people in the crowd, as well as the people watching at home. And yeah, had to go back to the studio the next day and actually re-record vocals to dub over the top of the rebroadcast. So didn't go well, but that's from Josh Gill. Top 10 live music mess-ups, falls, and fails. Honestly, I think Pink should have been top on that list. I mean, to get dragged through the pit and stuff.
That and Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
The broken leg.
That one was bad too.
And the
Now-
Edge. Sorry.
The Edge. I have to make 2 comments though.
All right.
Number 1.
Well, here, hold
Go,
tight. We
you
got to
go.
let Sean
Yes.
go. Sean's going to take some kids to school.
Oh.
Sean will come back. Okay,
I'll
so
be back.
unlike usual, we're not saying fully goodbye to Sean. Let's get we'll see you in a little bit, Sean, from chat. Sean's got to step away. So Thea and I will take you at least to the top of the hour. It's Gaming Morning Show at 7:37 on the West Coast, 10:37 on the East. All right, what do you want to, what are your comments?
See you later. Number 1, that list was not very diverse.
True.
yeah, I was like,
True.
there are way more artists out there.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, Beyonce should have been on there because have you guys seen that video of her? Like, you know, she has her own like wind machines,
No.
and she's like, yeah, her hair is always like psh, on stage, and she started to like walk off stage to sing to the crowd, and one of the wind machines sucked her hair into the fan thingy, and they had to cut it out, and she was singing the whole time.
No.
was
She
literally
kept going.
Professional the whole time. They like had to come, cut her out, and
That's
she's fallen a few times.
That's nuts. Wow. That takes some effort for sure. Holy cow. I can't imagine having my hair, because that's gotta hurt, and to be able to sing through that whole entire thing, it's pretty ridiculous.
It is, and you know, oh, go ahead.
Well, Chat FM had Madonna dragged off stage by her cape, or off stairs by her cape. I don't remember that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mike.
I think Mike had that one typed, ready to go, and was just waiting for it to come up so that Mike could chime in about Janet Jackson's boob during the Super Bowl performance with Justin Timberlake. So
Yeah, which is crazy that is still like coming to light right now about the truth of it all.
Mm-hmm. Look at Maiko. I mean, she could be a bit fishy for me personally. Maybe Barbie is into that. Shrimp on the Barbie. I don't know, Mike. I don't think your impressions were going off very well. Unless you were trying for Australia, then maybe you had something going on. Nope, just comes out easily, like her boob did. Oh my gosh, you chat. Come on now. Come on. We're better than that. No, we're not. That's not true.
No, we're not.
We'll post this in the link. I mean, in the chat. The other thing I had with this is like Paul McCartney's on the list twice. Like, you know, find a different one. But if you do want to watch them, like Sean said, there are some videos that are in there too. So, well, yeah, it wasn't ever a wardrobe malfunction. Like,
but they just blamed it on that, and then Janet's career went ooh, while Justin's career went woo.
I like the sound effects.
You like?
Oh my gosh.
I don't have them all recorded like you, so I just make it myself.
Ryan, you think too highly of me if you think I'm better than this. You've seen my dad jokes. Your dad jokes are pretty legit, AJ. So, speaking of which, let's get one right now. Not from AJ, but from Nightbot. What do you got for us, Nightbot? Here's one. 2 fish are in a tank. One turns to the other and says, "How do you drive this thing?" No, that was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that AJ's ever put out is better than that. So. I don't think Mike watches the show very often. My whole life is built with self sounds.
Very true.
International Nurses Day, Receptionist Day, Limerick Day, Fibromyalgia Awareness Day, Root Canal Appreciation Day, Donate a Day's Wages to Charity Day, Third Shift Workers Day, which we already gave a big shout out to Snufkin for that, National Odometer Day, and it's National Nutty Fudge Day as well. Some news from social media world, and then we're going to play a couple more games of words on stream. Instagram, according to Engadget's S. Shah, now letting users add pronouns to their profile. It's actually a specific spot as opposed to like just putting it in your description. Realizing that there's a huge role to play in projecting identity, a number of social media dating apps now have gradually allowed people to add pronouns to their profile, and now Instagram is kind of catching up to that. According to Mashable, Instagram has taken a number of steps to prevent the feature from being used for harassment. So, for instance, you can currently only choose from suggested pronouns, with Mashable finding 41 options during tests. So it's not just like they went with 3 or 4. And you can toggle to hide your pronouns from anyone who isn't following you. The reason for that is to try to make it so that it's not used for harassment. In a tweet, Instagram said it will continuously update the list of terms over time and encourages users who can't find their pronouns to submit suggestions using a request form. And the update will be welcomed, although the update will be welcomed by the LGBTQ plus users and allies, it is odd that it has taken for so long to arrive seeing something like that, as Instagram's parent Facebook added the feature back in 2014. More recently, LinkedIn also introduced pronouns for profiles after hearing from recruiters and job seekers of its importance during the hiring process. So I think it's a good. I think it's a good step. I think it is a step, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's always my frustration with a lot of these things comes out where, okay, so they're saying they're going to add certain amounts of options, but they're putting it onto the person to hide it from others instead of focusing on trying to prohibit others from doing the harassment, right? But I realize that these platforms have a lot of users and they haven't found a great way to completely prevent harassment. And so in the interim, it's a solution. But I think that that's something you have to focus on. I also am surprised Instagram took this long to get to this stage. I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed.
Well, I mean, are we disappointed that it took us in general this long?
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean.
as humans to get to this. I know it's crazy, but at least it's moving. It's progress at least.
All right, it's now 7:43. We'll play some words on stream this morning. Miss Theo is here, of course. Miss Theo is a Reiki master, musician, and Theo of all trades. And as we've mentioned too, has a fundraiser going on right now, benefiting the causes of Stop Asian Hate and Black Lives Matter. That's important. You can find more information out on Theo's Instagram. And coming up in the break, Theo will do a meditation session on the topic of Reiki Master. So we always appreciate you doing that. With that, honestly, that is one of the more popular things that we have on our show. People always say that they really enjoy that. So thank you for doing that for us.
Oh my God, I'm so honored, you guys. I'm so honored.
All right, so that's coming up in about 20 minutes from now. We also have sports. It is one of my favorite days of the year. It is NFL schedule release day. So we'll tell you more about that coming up as well. All right, let's see. What do we got? Yep, we can do words on stream right now. If you want to play, just throw the words that you see if you're on Twitch into the chat. It'll automatically throw them into the list. And if you're playing elsewhere, you can scan that QR code and you can join us just using your phone. It doesn't require a download of an app. You just play, I think, in the browser. Mike is asking you, Theo, when does the video come out?
I think he asks me this every week. And you probably will until it comes out. Mid-June is the goal. I'm just trying to get my song completed. It's hard sometimes chasing these producers, you know. Music life.
I'm sure. I mean, what was the biggest surprise that you had going into more of like the professional side of music, right? You talked about side project and doing that kind of on the side, but when you started to focus on it wholeheartedly, you moved to SoCal and all these things. What were some of like the biggest, like almost procedural surprises that you never anticipated?
You know what? There were no surprises. I think, but I think it's because I anticipated it to be a very potentially tumultuous journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I was prepared for that. So nothing really surprised me. You know, I work with a lot of men, so that's probably been one of the biggest things is navigating that and speaking my truth and using my voice and standing up for myself. So honestly, and safety.
And I imagine music is still a male-dominated field in terms of like the power structure.
Yeah. And also a lot of producers. I mean, girl, if there are any female producers out there watching this, listening, whatever, like hit me up. Let's connect because there just aren't very many. And I would love to work with more female producers. No hate for the male producers, you know what I'm saying? But would be nice to get some feminine energy up in there.
And that's why we continue to throw in your Instagram, because we want people to be able to connect with you. Theo has a whole bunch of great stuff on her Instagram, so be sure to check it out. While we look at the leaderboard with AJ on top at 64 stars, Alien and I played along in that round as well. Chat FM gives us a German joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? Chickens do not have the cognitive ability to reason or decide a route, therefore it was 90% random. Thank you, Chat FM. I appreciate that.
I will have to say though, when I was in Oahu, there were chickens that crossed the road. We all stopped for them.
And did they get to the other side?
They did.
No, it's a win. It's a win. So I've only been to Hawaii once, and I went to Maui. And there's the road to Hana, I believe is what it is. And so we did that first time out. And as we're driving up, we get past the spot where there is a pickup truck that looks like it's been left out there for decades. It's rusted out. It's on the side of the road. And in the front of the truck, sitting on the ground, is one of those ab loungers. You remember one of those exercise machines that came out where you were supposed to like put your arms up and then like go back and forth, right?
Ab roller.
I thought the ab roller was the one where you like were on the ground and kind of did planks.
No, because we had one. We had one of these.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So it was one of those.
Yes.
And then in the back of the truck was a wheelchair. And it was just the weirdest like mixture of items just sitting on the side of the road. And so I have a great photo because we were there for my best friend's wedding. It's me, him, his wife, and the maid of honor. My wife took the picture. And we're just sitting there like... Because we're like, why is this here? It is one of my favorite pictures of all time. And it cracked me up. And I'm sad that is one of my favorite memories of the road to Hana, which is a tremendously great experience. And here I am talking about a pickup truck on the side of the road.
It's road art.
That's what it was. Yes, it was definitely road art. King Gray got auto-modded for Nads, which also wasn't in the guess there. It wasn't in the game. So sorry, King Gray.
Is Nads like gonads?
It's a synonym for
the
balls.
Dang, you can't even do Nads?
Well, apparently not. We have a pretty focused auto mod. Can't get a lot past the goalie, if you will.
Got it.
Yeah, I had a really good time in Maui. They went from there, and then they honeymooned on Molokai. It's not it.
Kauai.
No, it's the one that's like the least developed of the islands.
I think that's
Malachi.
Oh, maybe. I have no idea. I don't hear anybody going.
Yeah, no one it's not one of the most popular places to go. I'm looking right now. And they had a lot of fun there, but I've never been to any of the other islands. And you said you were most recently which one?
Oahu.
And that was good?
Yeah, I love Oahu. If you're looking for a mix of like the nature and city life, Oahu's a good combo of that.
Yeah. I'm not far off. Molokai. MOLOKA''I.
Oh, okay.
It's northern tip, an isolated former colony below towering cliffs. The site can also be viewed from the top. Blah blah blah. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to describe this, but yeah, it's the one that is kind of the most remote, if you will, of them. So.
Cool.
Although it says it's the 5th most populated one of the 8, so perhaps I'm not fully.
Oh, I did not know that.
You
know what this Okay, you know what song just came in my head, and please tell me you know this. Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark.
No.
Oh my god!
But that sounds. You have my attention. Please
All
continue
the
going.
dinosaurs are running wild.
Isn't that from Weird Al?
Yes.
Okay.
And the only reason why I thought about this is because Jurassic Park was filmed. Parts of it was filmed on Oahu, and there's a Jurassic Park tour. And I love Jurassic Park, and I love Weird Al. So.
I also love Weird Al, which, by the way, was one of the concerts I've actually gone to in my life. I've been to a Weird Al concert.
Wow.
It was really fun.
Of course it was.
I mean, I don't know how you couldn't have a good time because it's just silliness from start to finish, right? But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Dare to Be Stupid was a good song where it kind of has the Devo feel with the hazmat suits, and then he would do this fun thing with his keyboard at the very end. It just was hilarious. So, and then the encore, or like the last one before the encore, was because this was back in like '01, so it was right after the American Pie parody for the Jedi thing came out for Star Wars. So bye this here Anakin guy.
What a career.
Right.
Like, you know, what even got him into like writing parodies?
And to be able to keep it going for as long as he has, right?
Oh, it's amazing.
Good guesses coming out here. AJ got the big word again, a scarab.
Scarab.
Crabs from Superphonic. So Superphonic got crabs.
I might need a prescription for that.
And Engine Number 9 got carbs. So, yeah, it was really fun. And I'm from, Montana originally. Montana doesn't have a ton of big venues, Copia, so it was in a very small theater as well. So I kind of have found that I like more of the small, kind of quote-unquote intimate shows better than I necessarily do like the arena shows. But getting a chance to see him, period, is fun.
He's like classic, like him, and I don't know why I jump him in the same category as like Michael Bolton. It's the hair. I think it's the hair.
Which Michael Bolton's had kind of a little bit of a resurgence too after doing the Lonely Island bit. I mean, there was a lot of things that Michael Bolton, like a lot more attention that Michael Bolton got.
Yes, he was in a Katy Perry video. I think he was in a movie. Yeah, he's done a lot.
All right, we got Real AJ with 111 stars, a significant lead, although Tapso comes through with a 29-star round in level number 4. AJ narrowed out by 7 in that particular round. Engine Number 9, third best in level 4, and right now sits in 5th overall, tied with Alien, so technically in 4th. King Gray, podium position with 28 stars. We will continue our Words on Stream game coming up next hour. It's now 7:53 on the West Coast, 10:53 in the East, and it is 3:53 for those watching GMS in the afternoon.
Yeah, I know. Was that an electric guitar?
Yeah,
I was hearing electric.
And of course, like I said, I mean, there's a self sound for you. Right?
And then we both heard it, and we both hesitated.
No, it's because Sean usually does it, and Sean's not here right now. My partner in crime is gone. That's so sad. I'm going to give you a quick sports for you today. This is a thing that I consider kind of a national holiday for me. So schedule release day. And it used to be just that, like, the NFL would come out with the schedule, they'd throw it online, and I'd print it out and I'd start circling all the Broncos games, and then I'd start looking at all the games that are coming out. Now it's so much a holiday, if you will, that they have a special for it on multiple networks. NFL Network has a special for it. ESPN has a special, because people are so football hungry in the U.S. that we just start to want to get ready for it. And this is a season that starts in September. It's ridiculous. The NFL has found a way to own the whole entire year, even though they only play games for like 5 months. But this is a special year for me. As long as COVID is in a position where we can, I get to take my daughter to her first Broncos game this year. And we've been looking forward to this for years. And the reason for it is because when I was 10, my grandpa took me to my first Broncos game. And it's the grandpa that I wasn't the closest to of the two that I had. And it's a memory that I have that's kind of stuck with me forever. And I have a water bottle that we bought while we went on that trip. I remember where we sat. I remember how the game went down. I remember the final score. I got a football from the souvenir stand as well, and I wrote the final score on it. It was just a really fun moment for me with my grandpa. Like, that in and of itself would be enough. But what I also believe is it reinforced my belief that if we can make fans for life of things as silly as sports, right? At the end of the day, sports just don't matter. There's nothing about them that is crucial. It helps me fulfill kind of one of my biggest values, which is that entertainment value, right? Like, I want to take the load off people's lives by distracting them. In this case, for this show, we distract people for the most part for 3 hours, and it's built a little differently with all the serious stuff that we talk about too, but you get my point, right? And so I've actually several times tried to get something off the ground called, at least working title, was Kids in My Seats, because there's season ticket holders who have all this inventory. I'm one of them, and I can't make it to every Broncos game. And so in my best case scenario, I would be able to provide those tickets to kids who are about 10, because I believe that the biggest reason that I care as much on a Sunday about the outcome of Broncos games, like I did when I was 10, even as an adult, is because of that moment. Like, being able to see it and experience it and feel it and get to be invested in it. Not everybody gets to go to games. Even the biggest sports fans don't get to go to games, right? And that's a big deal to me. And so the schedule release is pretty exciting overall, because it kind of plays into my like childhood fanhood that continues now as a grown-up. But I also get to take my daughter, because I told her, when you're 10, you get to go to a game, because I feel like that's like a formidable time frame, right? And if she's genuinely going to actually become a Broncos fan for life and care about it as much as I did, this might be the moment where she does. And if she doesn't, that's also completely okay. So the schedule comes out today. It's like a 5 p.m. Pacific time thing that's on NFL Network, and I'm just jacked and stoked for today. So,
well, I'm excited for you.
Well, thank you. The Broncos open up at New York. They already put out week 1, so we will play the Giants week 1 on Fox. So here's hoping we have a quarterback by then. All right, it's 7:57 out on the West Coast. That is your sports for you. We'll tell you about the man who fled with a tiger, who was later caught, but we still don't know where the hell the tiger is. It's a little chaotic in Houston right now. We'll tell you that story coming up next hour as well. We'll talk more about music. We'll recap who's going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And Sean will be back as well. So we'll have all three of us going into the final hour on Gaming Morning Show. Miss Theo gives you a meditation break to hopefully get you through your hump day on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.
Lovely. Cue the music, Ryan.
Cue the music.
All right, everybody, wherever you are all across the world, let's unite our energy right now to come together and just bring some peace into our lives. You know, it is so chaotic out there in the world, or even in your life. If you got some chaos, some frustration, if you're angry, sad, dealing with emotions or health issues, financial, whatever it may be, heartache, finances, whatever it is. Let's just take this time for ourselves and go ahead and just close your eyes, put your hands in prayer in front of you, just in gratitude for us being in this moment for yourself, giving thanks to yourself for being you, because you're awesome, giving thanks to the GMS family, everyone here sharing their beautiful energy, because honestly, that is making such a big difference already. Starting or ending our days off right, love, friends, laughter, good time. All right, and let's go ahead and just start with 3 big deep breaths in and out. Inhaling all the good light and exhaling anything that doesn't serve you. Another big inhale in, inhaling positivity, exhaling negativity. Lastly, inhaling love and exhaling anything that doesn't serve you. Beautiful. Now we are going to settle into this beautiful open meadow fields, imagining we're sitting there alone during the daytime with the sun warming our faces and our body. We're sitting there in this beautiful meadow filled with yellow and green grass flowing back and forth with the wind. And notice what it feels like when that wind touches your skin. Carrying with it all your troubles, all your worry, all your frustrations. allow that wind to take that pain and that frustration away from you. Touch the grass around you, the ground, connecting to earth, knowing that you're here now, as we all are here together, but on our own journey. Now imagine yourself laying down in this grassy meadow. And as you lay down, allowing all of your body, muscles, and yourself to relax as we scan our body from the top of our crown all the way to our feet. Just checking in with our body and our energy field. Start from the top. Almost like a beam of light or laser almost. Scanning you from the top, down your head, forehead, the back of your head, your eyes and your nose, your ears, your mouth, your chin, down the neck, back of your neck. Scanning past your shoulder, chest and your heart, your back and your stomach, going through your hips, your thighs, your knees, your shins, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. And take notice of any areas that may have asked for some little extra tender love and care. Wherever that is, maybe it's your heart, maybe it's pain in your body somewhere, maybe it's your head from overthinking. Whatever it is, let's now imagine a beam of white healing light flowing all the way through our crown. We're just going to send that powerful white light to those areas that need that extra tender love and care. Letting that light flow through your crown again, pushing through your body and your energy fields and all of the areas that need your light. Allow that light be like a waterfall and take down any attachments that have placed themselves on you that no longer serve you, whether it's other people's opinions, negative self-talk, trauma or pain from past, whatever that might be. Let this light just flow it through. And as we feel the sun beaming on our face, we're going to reach out and grab the warmth of that sun, the yellow, orange warmth of that sun, and pouring that light directly into our hearts. And as we allow that light to fill our hearts with loving, peaceful energy and healing light, we can remind ourselves that we are light, that we are so beautiful. And remembering our inner child, who we are. Remember who you are. You're meant to do so many beautiful things in this life for yourself. Bringing peace and love into our hearts, loving ourselves first so that we can send out that peace and love to everyone else. Because we know that right now everyone needs it, especially the world, all of those who are suffering. So let's just go ahead and fill ourselves with that light and send it right back out to the universe. Bring your hands in Gaso, which is prayer form. Just giving thanks for these beautiful 5 to 10 minutes we've had. Thanks for GMS and thanks to yourself. And let's remember to just try to find and build peace in our hearts and send love to the world. Thank you.
Very well done. Miss Theo giving us our GMS meditation break this morning on Gaming Morning Show. Sean is back. We're going to have all three of us here in a second. It is Gaming Morning Show at 7? No, 8:05. We're in the final hour already on Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. So excited that you can join us wherever you may be on this Wednesday. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Welcome back, Sean. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Are you ever tempted, Ryan, coming out of meditation break to just come out like super hot and be like, "Morning gamers, ruin all the vibes"?
I thought about it. I really did.
Yep.
But
I knew in your head that it's probably there and you hold it back.
I did. I think I've actually done it before. I don't really remember how I segued out of the meditation breaks before, so I just was like, I'll just kind of come back in with that cool, calming.
Oh
You nailed it, but I knew in your mind you were like, I could just do my normal thing.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it, isn't he? He is. All right, you ready?
Should we just have a foghorn?
All right,
Come on, super hype.
Right, now that we're all, unrelaxed, right? I can do it. A morning gamer, Gaming Morning Show. It is now 8:06 on the West Coast. Thanks for being with us. Miss Theo is here, of course. Miss Theo is doing a very cool fundraiser. It is on Instagram. I am Miss Theo. You can find it there. Aggies for Justice. All proceeds going to support the Stop Asian Hate and Black Lives Matter causes. Only one person is Miss Theo, of course, but you can eat Aggies while making a difference in your life. I do have one question. Our final hour crew ambassador, which, by the way, it is past the 8 o'clock mark, so...
Morning to the final hour crew.
Chris M.E. is one of our ambassadors. Chris M.E. is SoCal. So, you offer delivery of the egg rolls to many parts of the LA area, correct?
I do.
So,
it's true, Chris M.E. It's true, Chris. Do you like egg rolls?
I believe Chris does, because Chris asked about this specifically when we were talking about it on Monday. So.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Yes.
And
now,
Chris would totally do like a live eating and review on stream too, and that'd be fantastic.
That'd be pretty
dude,
good. That'd be pretty good.
Chris, can you do a mukbang? Always like mukbang when you're just like.
Oh, what is that? Yeah, someone used that word the other day in chat, and all I can ever think is muckrake, which is a journalism website. So. Can't ever remember. Yeah, what is that term? Let's be honest. Who doesn't love egg rolls? I will be honest with you, King Gray. It took me a while to even consider liking egg rolls. I'm doing a little bit better now. I'm probably not the biggest egg rolls fan. I've never had Miss Theo's egg rolls though, so maybe that would be the change.
I'm pretty sure you would like them, Ryan.
King Gray, let's be honest. Who doesn't love egg rolls? And then AJ said mukbangs. That's what it's called. What a horrible, horrible name. It sounds awful.
I know. I mean, and you see it's mostly, I mean, a lot of them are small Asian girls who are eating huge amounts of food, which is quite impressive. But also,
that's what it is. All right, here we go. K-Laugh is giving us the specifics. This is off K-Laugh's top of the head, not Wikipedia, definitely. Okay. Mukbang is an online audiovisual broadcast in which a host consumes various quantities of food while interacting with the audience. It became popular in South Korea in 2010 and since has become a huge worldwide trend. Varieties of food ranging from pizza to noodles are consumed in front of a camera. Again, off the top of K-Laugh's head, not from Wikipedia. So.
Well, you forgot the thanks. I hate it.
I don't like it. But here, I've said this long on the show and outside of air too. The kid thing, everyone's always like, oh, the poop, right? Like, the poop is not fun. Don't get me wrong. But, like, having children, it's the face food that just, like, when they're starting to learn how to eat and they, like, put peas over by their eyeball. Oh, it's disgusting. And I don't like sharing food in general, but, like, having to clean off the food and... No.
They're just so sticky.
It's really gross.
All the time.
You guys just don't, like, hold a hose to them?
Oh, not yet. They're still young, so we might have a shot. Are you speaking for? Were you hosed as a child, Theo? Are we dealing with some trauma right now?
No, definitely had trauma, but not that.
Theo's like, everyone didn't have that.
Wait, you guys didn't get hosed?
Yeah, you did get hosed as a child. So.
I mean, I definitely grew up differently for sure. Like, we get killed chickens in the backyard. You know, like it wasn't the normal, backyard shenanigans.
I assume they were your chickens.
Yeah,
That's good.
Well, okay, yeah.
You didn't say like have
Yes.
wild chickens all of a sudden show up. You're like, well, let's catch them and eat 'em.
Oh,
Or like your
no.
neighbor's chickens. If,
No, they're always for like celebrations or something. It's like an offering.
if that chicken gets on my lawn one more time, damn it, we're gonna murder the hell out of it.
It was traumatizing though because I was young.
Yeah.
And my dad made me like help him, and I was like, oh,
Ugh.
and I think that's why I don't like birds. as
Could be.
much now.
Well, I'll tell you
Yeah.
this. So I was hesitant to hunt when I was a kid because the idea of the blood associated with hunting was not too interested. But my father only pretty much hunted birds as opposed to like not deer hunting. So I didn't have to worry about stringing up a deer and doing all of that work, which I wouldn't have made it through, not a chance. And so we take hunter's education when you get into that realm, and you learn how to use the guns safely, and you learn, you know, what licensing and what limits you can have. Like, for example, you can't shoot any of the female pheasants, right? There's limits and you know, those kind of things. So you learn all about that. And so we get done with hunter's education. I'm like, okay, it's going to be gross, but I think I can handle it based on like you cut a little incision and like that's how you gut the birds, like all these things. I'm like, I'm going to be able to probably do that. And so the first thing that you can hunt in Montana is grouse, which is just another type of wild bird. And we get one, bring it home, and I'm prepared to do my very first gutting of an animal. And my father says, hey, you want to know the easiest way to do this? And he flips the bird upside down, grabs it with its feet, steps on its wings, and rips the thing in half. And it was like something straight out of Mortal Kombat. And I was like, well, that just ruined this experience. And so, like, never again did I, like, we went hunting, but I had never ever once cleaned a bird because after seeing that.
Your dad is savage.
I mean, it was a really fast way. He wasn't wrong because all you're looking for in those birds, you pretty much eat the breasts on those birds. And so, yeah, it expedited the situation.
At any point did the bird accidentally like slip out of his hand and he goes, get over here, and then do it?
No, but there was this weird voice that was like fatality.
Fatality.
I was like, I already shot it. It's already dead.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I don't know if this is too TMI, but this is what I remember was traumatic. Was, oh god, this is terrible. But basically, there's a chicken running in the backyard without its head on, and my dad was like running around trying to catch it and kill it with a BB gun, and I'm just standing there like.
Right? How old were you?
Probably like 6 or 7. Yeah.
Yeah, because we had chickens on the farm or on the ranch before we moved out of that life, and so yeah, I was definitely there for chickens no heads running around, which is a really bizarre thing.
It is, and you're just like, oh.
Yep. I also did shoot a duck once, and it landed, and it was dead, but it hadn't stopped moving yet because nerves, right? But I thought it wasn't dead yet. And so what happens if you down a bird and you haven't been able to completely kill it? It just sounds horrible, but you're supposed to try to snap its neck. So you grab it by its head and you go like this to try to snap its neck. Well, the bird was dead. And I went to go snap its neck and I ripped its head off. It was disgusting. So there were 2 moments that really kind of stuck out for me that I don't hunt anymore. Let's just put it that way. Welcome to the gaming morning show. We're talking about a different type of gaming now. What happened to us?
The game morning show.
The game and other morning entertainment. This is the show you envisioned, Sean. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Yeah, Alien, cleaning birds sucks, but like watching people clean big game also just not cool. Not cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well,
ahead.
AJ's trying to remind us of the PG show. Yeah, I was
Okay.
12. I
That's all
was a
PG.
kid.
Yeah, I know. No one censored it for us when we were kids. No,
Telling you how things could be if you're killing your own food. So, let's talk about this tiger then. Let's segue from birds to still alive tigers.
White tiger.
For now.
For now. Who knows what's gonna happen?
How's the story end?
I know. Well, and honestly, it probably could end that way, which is kind of scary. So this is out of CNN, 3 different reporters on this one. A man who fled with a tiger has been caught, but the animal is still on the loose, according to Houston police. So Houston authorities captured a person who evaded police while housing a Bengal tiger in a yard. So the first thing I thought of course, was Hangover and Mike Tyson. I'm going to be completely honest with you. That's the first thing I thought of was that movie. And then the Houston police tweeted, After they were able to capture the person, the whereabouts of the tiger are not yet known, quote unquote, from the Houston police. This is from a tweet. Victor Hugo.
But how did the CNN reporters put it? They caught the man with the tiger, but the tiger remains on the lam.
Oh my
That's,
god.
that's the title. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay, Kate Zade's in Houston. You better watch out.
Alert.
Watch out.
Alert. Yeah, if you're seeing a tiger running around, that could be the case. It is a Bengal tiger, for what it's worth. Victor Hugo Cuevas, 26, was out on bond for a prior murder charge in Fort Bend County on Sunday when neighbors spotted the tiger in a front yard. Houston Police Commander Ron Borsa said in a news conference. There were also reports that the suspect had monkeys, which are allowed, said Borsa, but owning a tiger is a violation of Houston law. However, it is legal under Texas state law with certain restrictions. Which, of course, everyone's thinking this, so I'll just say it. Kate, do you own a tiger?
Are you a tiger?
I guess it's a violation of Houston law, so if you're within the city limits, never mind. You don't have to answer that. You can keep it vague. So, yeah. There's a tiger on the loose.
What do you guys think about, like, I mean, just people owning exotic animals?
I don't see it necessary at all. So, but...
And they don't have very much room to, like, roam around it.
I mean...
Yeah, no, it's not good for them.
Yeah.
Humans are tough on animals, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, we go and hunt endangered species and exotic places.
Yeah.
It's very sad. I do want to point this out, though. This is on the heels of the zebra that was running loose in Middle Tennessee on Monday. So, if you missed that one, Mike read the story, but I think Sean, it had something to do with a tased up zebra running around Middle Tennessee.
What?
Yeah, yeah. They were trying to get the zebra down and ended up tasing it and making it even harder to catch. So.
Oh, did it give him like more energy? Like
must have. It must have really pissed it off, I imagine. So, yeah, yeah. Oh well, actually, Kate's. This is Theo, to counterpoint your argument. The tiger is very happy in the 500 square foot apartment, so everything is fine. Don't worry about it.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
The tiger is also taking about 300 of those square feet. Tigers are not small. So anyway, if you're in Houston and you see a tiger today, it's not a normal Wednesday. Do call the authorities to see if that tiger. Although again, this was like Mike's black bear story the other day. Mike was a camp counselor. You may not know this. Mike was a camp counselor.
Mike job number 4.
And whilst at camp, somebody in his charge wanted to see a black bear so badly they would leave snacks outside of the cabin for it. And eventually the bear got so used to getting food that they had to kill the bear because we screwed things up.
Oh no.
Yay, humans.
Dang him. You seriously need to get our ish together.
All right, it is 8:18 on the West Coast. Favorite genre of music, Alt Nation is my favorite jam. We talked about the different acts going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but if you're just joining us, what is your favorite musical genre? Made a lot of 70s, 80s rock that was in there. Do anyone have memories of listening to like their parents' music?
Yes.
Was it good memories or bad memories?
Well, okay, sorry. They play music so loud. I mean, 6 a.m. They're like, and then so they'll put on like traditional Hmong music or Laotian music from, back when they lived in the motherland, and lots of French music because the French Indochina, so they had French influences. Like my dad is fluent in French, and the Bee Gees. They love the Bee Gees.
Living it up on the Barry Gibb Talk Show. Sorry.
How about you guys?
Saturday Night Live's good.
My parents listened to a lot of country, and I think my mom likes country. And then I learned later in life that my dad only put it on because that's like what my mom would always put on. But then I way later found out that my dad really liked like classic rock and started playing like Boston and stuff like that for me. But almost always when we were in the car as a family, it was country on the radio, which is fine.
What kind of country then?
I mean, this was back in the like early 90s, so it was contemporary country.
Got it.
but in the 90s.
Yeah.
What's it? I like Garth Brooks.
Oh yeah, Garth Brooks was my first concert ever.
Thunder rolls
So good.
and the lightning strikes. Come on, that is such a good dramatic song.
Garth Brooks has all kinds of songs like that. That when you like listen to them, like out of context, you're like, this is just a really good song.
Yes.
So yeah, I listened to a lot of country growing up, but my biggest musical influence was my grandfather, my dad's dad. There were a lot of times when I was young, before I started school, my mom was mostly a stay-at-home mom, but there were a lot of situations where like she had stuff to do and needed someone to watch me, and that was almost always my grandfather. And so we'd go out, and he would usually have like errands to run, or we'd go out and get lunch, and so we're in the car a lot, and he would always play classical music for me. And we would sit and talk, and he would talk about the instruments and what they're doing and how this piece was written, and kind of explain what's going on a deeper level. And that's really where my love for music stemmed from. After growing up and listening to that, I eventually started to learn piano and guitar, and then was in band, and like that all stemmed from those drives with my grandfather.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Beautiful. Thanks, G-Pa. Thanks,
My mom was very much into classic rock, and the record I remember listening to the most with her was Dire Straits. And then we listened to Dire Straits recently, and I was trying to show my kids one of their songs, and it has an awful word for people in it, and starts with an F. And I don't want to listen to that song ever again in my life. And I was so disappointed because when I was a kid, I loved that song. And obviously it's not appropriate in any way, shape, or form. It shouldn't have been accepted back then. But it was in a hit song that got played on the radio. I mean, I don't know if that word got played on the radio, but I didn't remember hearing a radio edit. So that one sucked. They have another song that I still like, and Sultans of Swing was a song that I remember playing a lot in my radio shifts because it was one of the only Dire Straits songs we had. Maybe now that I think about it, this is why we didn't have that other song, because you couldn't play it on the radio, perhaps. So I remember Dire Straits. My mom also listened to Miami Sound Machine a ton. Yes, who am I thinking of? Gloria Estefan. That was Gloria's band. The conga, that's the song. Yes. And that was on cassette, so I listened to that a lot. My very first CDs, I got the Lion King soundtrack. That was pretty bomb. This was like my BMG order or whatever that was back in the day. You remember that? Where you'd buy like 7 CDs for $0.01, and then you had to buy 30,000 CDs for full price. And so I got that one. I had All for One. I swear.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I was more of an All for One fan than I was Boyz II Men. But although I love Motown Philly to this day, that's one of my favorite songs. Way back again. So I like that one a lot. Faith Hill was also my favorite country artist. Wild One was a good song. And that song had rang true to me only because it was basically about like getting out and running free and like exploring the world in a way, like being wild. And that was who I was, and I still am. So
Are you a wild bronco?
I'm a wild one with an angel's face, Theo. Look at this.
And an angel beard.
And an angel's beard. Good moron to you, Nintendo nerds. It is good to see you. We're asking about music today.
Hello to the final hour crew.
And Gonzo Gump is here as well. Good morning, Gonzo. I watched Gonzo's stream actually yesterday before I tuned over to Sean playing GMS Plays. Gonzo is going to destroy me this weekend in our Duos tournament. If you don't know, Kiki Low is hosting an invite-only private server Duos tournament for Apex Legends. I'm teamed up with Gumbo. And I'm pretty sure Kate and Gonzo are going to find me first thing and get rid of me immediately. So, yeah. I tried to bribe Gonzo yesterday with a bits donation, and apparently that did not work. So, I am screwed.
Oh my god, you guys. I just got the best text message from my neighbor. He made homemade pasta bolognese, and he just said he left it on my doorstep.
Yes. And now you're going to mukbang it right on stream, right?
Should I bring it over?
You can at least bring it over. Please don't eat it on stream. That's gross. I like how AJ on that last guessed slob and then went OBS. Which is the streaming software we use. Gonzo is going to destroy all y'all. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm terrified already. So, we are playing words on stream. If you would like to participate, you obviously can by just typing in the words in the Twitch chat, or you can download the app. Well, not the app, but get the link through that QR code. We're talking about music today. It's also International Nurses Day, Receptionist Day, Limerick Day, Fibromyalgia Awareness Day. It is Root Canal Appreciation Day. No, it's not.
Like any day could be anything. Like I broke a fingernail day. You know, like I don't know.
Wait, I'm googling as we speak.
It might be.
I'm sure it's got to be.
It's got to be right.
I mean,
Broke
and if not,
a
we're gonna start it.
Nail day. All right. So far, what I typed in, and I didn't mean to do this. I was just typing too quickly. I wrote, "Haroke a finger not fat."
Close enough.
This is why Mad Libs always goes off without a problem, right? Broke a fingernail day.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
It doesn't come up in the search. So Theo, if you got $5,000 that you want to burn on broke a fingernail day.
Wait, so is that how much it costs to make?
That's what Mike O tells us. I've never fact checked this, but it's Mike O. So why wouldn't we believe Mike?
Well, I mean, can we just say that it is, and then it is? Like, why do we have to register it with any?
Yeah, well, it can be our official broke a fingernail day.
May 12th, everybody remember this. 1 year from today, we're gonna sell it. We're gonna break all our nails. That sounds terrible.
I'm gonna type it in production notes as we speak. Nerds said, by the way, poked my head into GMS plays and it looks like you fixed your frame rate stuff. Yeah, it's been going pretty well, Sean.
Yeah, we got it all dialed up. Looks way better. Feels way better. Other than the gameplay, of course. Returnal's going terribly.
What did you switch to after Returnal yesterday?
I didn't. I only played Returnal yesterday. Okay. But Monday night we played some Spider-Man Miles Morales.
It is a beautiful game.
Nintendo nerds. Okay, did you mean to go noise, or is it really nice? Because I always go noise, but nobody actually knows what that's from, so I just sound stupid.
Isn't noise from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No, it's also, well, I don't know. I can't speak for that, but it is from Key and Peele.
Okay. Yes, it was indeed a noise from Nintendo nerds. Noise.
Love it.
Nintendo is streaming often. I think you're still on your Twitch break. Is that correct, Nintendo nerds? Let us know for sure. Because yesterday I went to look you up, but I didn't see you. But maybe I just missed it. I had one of those things. One of the biggest frustrations in the Chris MU was here. Working in like the PR communication space is when people tell you about things that you're supposed to release that could be completely predictable or given a lot of heads up. So yeah, yesterday I had to write something that was given like 3 hours notice when it could have been like, hey, this is coming out on Tuesday and it needs to be out at this time. Ugh, it's my biggest irritation in the communication space. So Sean's guessing week and weeks for the game, and Nintendo goes, yeah, we are indeed on a Twitch break. Thank you for asking. And then Nintendo goes at least 2 weeks, and Sparsak Gaming guesses weeks for the game after that. And there you go. So good. Well, we look forward to when you do come back and completely understand when you do take a break. I was watching another streamer's YouTube video because it's the same kind of thing. It's a lot of mental health focus in the reason that they were taking a break, but also just the constant harassment. And that's the downside to the streaming space, clearly, is it's easy for trolls to get under people's skin. And the one thing that really resonated with her, and I apologize for not knowing to whom I'm speaking. I should have this written down. They said that, in this case, she was being called a dumb B word consistently throughout the course of her streams. And I'm using her on an assumed pronoun there, so I apologize if it's not the case. And I'm working in radio, I understand this phenomenon, where if you hear something constantly enough, even though, and she said this is almost verbatim what she said, I know that I am not a dumb bee. but you hear it enough, and it makes you start to think, do I know what I really know, right? And so it's good to take a break for that reason.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate that we have to also take a break for that reason. So.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's why it's so hard for. I don't think people give celebrities enough credit for the stuff that they have to go through on a personal level, you know? Even those, like, maybe actors who don't really want to be in the limelight, but they're just a really good actor, and then they end up being famous. Yeah, that's tough, man.
No good.
I think the compassion part, right?
Yeah. Well, man, I'm excited to start streaming then, because bring on the trolls. Bring on the trolls, 'cause
I'm sorry, Sean.
bring it.
Were you saying something? I cut you off.
Oh, I was just saying, be kind to people.
Yeah, so you read my mind. The compassion part, right, is just giving people the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I realize that there's a lot of moments in time with humans where we have reason to be skeptical of people, right? Because people do make bad decisions, and people are genuinely mean, and worse, right? Deadly. But by and large, the vast majority of humans are good people, right?
Yeah.
Like, statistically speaking, like, that is a fact. And so if you give more benefit of the doubts and believe that people are probably going through things that you never know about,
Yeah.
that compassion's huge. So, yeah, I agree, Sean, for sure. All right, what do we
Peace in our
got?
hearts. Peace in our hearts.
We got great from sports.gaming. We got great from AJ. There's two forms of great on the board. Then there was greater and garter. Nice. Nice. Is aggregate? No, that's way few letters to get aggregate.
Aggregate?
Yeah, that too.
It's a fun game. Like,
yeah, I like words on stream quite a bit.
oh no, I mean more. It was a fun game correcting your mispronunciation.
No, I like words on stream as well, Theo. That's what we were definitely talking about collectively. Yep, wink. Listen, English is tough, as we established with the clip of me and Kate Zay trying to roll our R's. So, hey, good morning to you, Revenge. It's good to see you again. Thanks for dropping by this edition of Gaming Morning Show. We've been talking a lot about music today. It's our topic of the day, favorite genre of music. And a lot of people from the first hour crew really came through quickly with answers like 70s, 80s rock. We also had karaoke song. I think that was your question, right, Theo?
It was.
Does anyone have a favorite karaoke song?
What you know, the funny thing is that I actually really don't like karaoke.
Yeah. But you
It's not
have
my
to have
favorite
it.
either.
Maybe I guess Lady Marmalade. That's a fun one because I can play 4 different characters in one song. No. The funny thing is, so I've been having this thing with my neighbor downstairs, where I've been complained on multiple times about my noise level, but then turns out it wasn't me. And so the other night she was like, hey, sounds like you guys are having really like a lot of fun at like 1 a.m. But can you guys turn down the singing and karaoke? And I'm like, I'm not even home. So
Oh no.
So like I don't know how sound is carried throughout our building. It's really weird. But
But it's there.
yeah, but I was like, it ain't me because I don't karaoke.
You don't like karaoke either, Sean? Don't prefer.
I feel more confident singing when I have a guitar in front of me.
Yeah.
It's like a shield. Protects me. You can't hurt me. I have a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not my favorite. I would enjoy it more in like we're hanging out, like in our space doing karaoke, more than like out at a bar doing karaoke.
Yeah.
So I enjoy going to karaoke night and hanging out and other people doing it. But if like we were like when we were playing Rock Band.
Yeah.
Like that type environment doing karaoke there, I'm totally on board with that.
Did you ever
Actually,
play Rock Band, Theo?
That's funny. I hosted a Rock Band contest when it first came out, and it was really popular at my place. And I love it because it was a whole bunch of dudes and one girl, and that girl was my best friend Jess, and she won the whole tournament.
Nice.
It's like, yeah.
Well, because
Girl.
I wondered, because do you play any instruments yourself?
Very poorly.
Okay. Okay. Because I always had thought of you as a vocalist, right? But I hadn't asked you if you played instruments. And so that's one of my favorite things about Rock Band was you could bring people together who, like, I'm not musically inclined, clearly. Like, I cannot sing, and I can barely play any instruments. But, like, I kind of figured out the rhythmic pattern of at least how the Rock Band drums worked. And so I liked playing the drums, but I could hand you the microphone, right? And you could still, keep us on the lines. Even though I've always wondered if it actually translates really well, where you feel like you're singing the song on the right notes. Does it actually hit the lines that Rock Band's expecting? And I don't know if that's true or not. So.
It seemed to me like you had two options with Rock Band vocals. You could either sing in a way to get a good score, or you could just sing in a way that it sounds good. They were not the same.
It's true. Like if you need to hold that note, you just have to be like, eh.
Yeah.
No musicality in your vocals to get a good score.
Yeah.
So I always enjoyed just turning the difficulty of the vocals as far down as you could, and it gave you a little bit more leeway to make it sound good rather than score good.
That's smart.
Yeah, I remember I would just try to hum so that the marker would be where it was supposed to be whenever I had the microphone, because I wasn't actually singing. Dr. Chick says go-to karaoke is Lady in Red.
Or in my childhood memory, Lady in Bread. Between two slices of white bread.
And then, of course, now that we know of Lady Undead, a streamer on Twitch, Lady Undead.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Also, any Backstreet Boys song. One of my highlights of my post-high school life was in my town, there were a lot of like get-togethers because it was such a small town that like the whole town would show up at someone's house. Not really exaggerating, to be honest. And I remember specifically having having like my former defensive coordinator when I played football, like the town grocer, and I want to say my head basketball coach too. I got them to do the NSYNC Bye 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 dance whilst at a shindig post-graduation. I remember doing that. So it wasn't Backstreet Boys, but it was NSYNC, and it was kind of karaoke. We were singing, so it counts. It counts. Is AJ still crushing it right now?
Always. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there any chance? I mean, Gonzo's trying.
No, Gonzo's doing well this round. I'm still in second overall, but AJ's far ahead.
And good morons, you Kakuri. Welcome in with the final hour crew.
Hello, FHC.
It is good to see you, of course. We skipped 2 more levels. We're moving up to level 10 next. AJ, a pretty strong lead over Sports.Gaming at 174 stars. Sports.Gaming is 105, and then Gonzo's on the podium with 58 stars, including a 21-star round in level number 8. Kakuri was the shining star from level 8 with 25 stars to lead the way. AJ also with 18 stars, Sports.Gaming, and welcome Dr. Chick to Words on Stream. Thank you for playing. You are now one of 7 on the overall rankings board as we move to level number 10. Words on Stream this morning with Gaming Morning Show, Theo, Sean, and Ryan. If you don't know about us in the past, we are a morning radio show that plays games, usually in the 8 o'clock hour. If we don't have a 5 questions guest, we play a community game. But when Theo's on with us, we play a lot of Words on Stream. Coming up in about 10 minutes from now, we will have our Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, where we renew the headlines of the day. We will also tell you about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame one more time, who is getting inducted with the class of 2021. We'll have our takeaways that were pretty okay, what you learned from today's show, and, of course, our clip of the day. It's all ahead on this edition of Gaming Morning Show.
Woo.
What do we got? These are the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. If you didn't know, the class of 2021 is Jay-Z, the Go-Go's, Tina Turner, Todd Rundgren, not Rutledge, Rundgren, Carole King, and the Foo Fighters. What if I told you I'm not like the others? What if I told you I'm just like another one? How close was I? Is that close to Pretenders lyrics? I think it's somewhere in there.
Oh, wait, you said the Pretenders?
No, sorry, the Pretender Foo Fighters song.
Oh,
Dave
okay.
Grohl. Let me see how close I was. I don't think the Pretenders are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, to be honest. They might be. I don't know. What is it? Foo Fighters. What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one of your plays? You're the Pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? That's the actual lyrics of the song.
You were close.
I wasn't off too far, no.
You were in the right space.
You're not too bad with lyrics.
Yeah, singing is a different thing. But sometimes my lyrics, like when we talk about Ewan McGregor's famous song, I Am Barely Breathing. Like, that's where, that was
I do not know this song.
That was one of our earliest clips. I was trying to remember the name of the person who sings "I Am Barely Breathing," but I can't find the air. And I was like, I think it's like Ewan McGregor or Evan McGregor, because it's like the actor who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Sean said something to the effect of, "Well, I don't know if it's this person, but I have Duncan Sheik is singing "I Am Barely Breathing," and I was like, "Yep, that's it. Definitely was Duncan Sheik." I wasn't even close to the name of the artist who actually sang it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. It was bad. It was bad. Man, y'all crushed level number 10. We got through that thing in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, we did.
Kakuri with 26 stars. Aura is back. Welcome back with 17 stars. Thank you again for the host. Gonzo Gump 15 stars, and AJ was held down that time with only 9 stars. AJ, are you just trying to let everyone back in it? Is that what you're trying to do right now? I'm looking at you.
Trying to be nice. Give everyone else a chance.
All right, still a significant lead though. 183 stars overall. We move to level number 13. We'll play this for about 5 more minutes or so. See how far we can get. There is also a fake and hidden letter. Oh, you guessed it.
Is it hidden and fake?
Yeah, we got letter. No, we got a fake letter and a hidden letter. That would be awful.
There's a fake letter. We're not gonna tell you what it is.
It's also hidden. Did we ever find out what Rehaster Day is?
It's regifting day, but he tried to translate it into Spanish.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. That's well played, actually. Look at Smack. C is fake, U is hidden. Mike, Bob with the donkey noise. Let you know that the fake letter is in fact C. C is the fake letter from our friend Bob.
Well, I wouldn't mind hearing Mike do a donkey noise too.
Oh, wake up with us at the start of the show. That was one of Mike's. That's where the whole donkey noise came from.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So when Mike was a camp counselor.
Mike job number 4.
This is how you woke kids up? What's happening?
Yep, that's exactly how it worked. Yep. He had this song that he sang, which was something along the lines of early in the morning, you got to feed the donkey. And when you feed the donkey, this is what the donkey says. And then he just went into some...
Oh my god.
We also have a tremendous rendition, one of our clips, of Mike and me jamming to In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle, the donkey sleeps tonight.
And is it just sung by a donkey the whole time? Can you try that in melody?
All I remember is we got done with that bit, and Sean looks at us and said, "This is one that I don't participate in," or something along those lines, right?
I don't remember. I'd have to go.
We have the clip somewhere. You can find it on the Twitch page.
It was so bad he's repressed it.
Yeah, it probably has. All I remember saying is like, you have your musical spots and I have ours. This is one of ours. Damn it, we were very proud of ourselves.
Hey, everyone can be musical.
No, that's a very good approach. Let's put it that way. I've tried to be musical. I tried to play many instruments and it just never worked out. But I have an attention span of a squirrel, so. That's probably part of the problem. You have to practice a lot to be really good at instruments. 26 stars from Aura on level 13. Again, another quick level, although we only moved up 1. So coming up, we have level 14. The real AJ Storm passed the 200 star mark. Sean, I think that's officially a record, right?
I think so.
Yeah, sure.
At least anytime I've been around, I haven't seen it that high.
So AJ, congratulations. You are now our most stars Everest champion. The crowd is back. I thought the crowd only showed up for don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth, but could be wrong. Yeah, Aura, you had to be up there at some point, but I don't remember seeing 200 on our list. Forgive us if that's the case. Let's just do this. Whatever we finish off with today will be our official Gaming Morning Show Words on Stream record, and then we'll go from there. I'll even make a graphic for it. So, Aura was about 170, we remember.
Nice.
Tabzo has also been very good on Words on Stream before, so AJ says, Curry, I have a guitar, but I can barely play it, especially now. Oh, I got you. So everyone's musical in their own way. I remember thinking one time, my friend Doug was also a very good guitar player. He's one of those people who, like, you go and hang out with at a house, and then all of a sudden you start beveraging, and it becomes kind of a hangout. And then he'd bust out the guitar and just start jamming, right? Well, he had in his house just like a basic little, like, I want to call it like a Congo drum or something like that. Am I even close? It looked like an hourglass. Bongo.
Like a bongo?
Thank you.
Bongo.
Yeah, and so I just started, like, tap that in rhythm, and I felt like I was doing a pretty good job. And I don't know if Doug was just protecting my feelings, but he said it was fun for him, too. I do think I'm fairly rhythmic.
No, you definitely have a. I know you say you're not like as into music or music, whatever, but I think you have a pretty cool relationship with music. I can tell by just.
I'm not the
way you
worst
talk about
dancer.
it.
Let's put it that way. I'm not a great dancer,
Okay.
but I am not the worst dancer. So I have
What's
some
your
rhythm.
go-to move? What's the go-to move?
I make a lot of faces, unfortunately, when I dance.
Wait, is it just face dancing?
No, like I move my arms, but every time I dance, I feel my face kind of going into one of those, like,
Oh yeah, you're in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a clip. This will be a good one to put on a command, but they had a Ryan jam one time while we were playing a game like this because it's in this bottom camera position, and yeah, they called it a Ryan jam, and I have that face as I'm just like,
Yes.
it's great.
Yes.
Nintendo Nerd said the secret to being a drummer, owning a drum. Thank you, Nintendo Nerds.
Wise words
Step one.
for any people who want to learn drums.
See, if either of my kids were genuinely interested in playing the drums, I would totally try to take drum lessons with them because I would love to learn how to play the drums. My hardest thing in middle school when we had a chance to play the drums was I couldn't get my lower body to work in sync with my upper body.
It's hard. And you're using all different, like all of your limbs. That's a lot of coordination.
All right, here we go. Official GMS Words on Stream record. 229 stars from the real AJ Storm.
Go AJ. Go
So
AJ.
I just typed that into chat, Sean. If you copy and paste that, can we make that like a command? Maybe like WAS record or something, WS record, and then we'll remember it. Aura, you're right. You showed up late and gotten on the podium. Gonzo, what happened? Was this simultaneously a GMS Words on Stream record and the biggest collapse in Words on Stream record history? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Gonzo is definitely going to shoot me in the duos tournament now. Oh, no. I take it back, Gonzo. I take it back. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. Yep, it was a fun run. That duos tournament's going to be the fastest tournament I've ever played in my life. It's Sean, Theo, and Ryan with you this morning. Thanks for being here wherever you may be on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and a GamingMorningShow.tv. We're also streaming on Twitter quite frequently as well now. But Aura, nice work. Sports.gaming. I mean, low-key second place finish for you. Enjoy your silver medal.
I'll take it. I have a habit whenever we play that I just want to make sure we get enough to go on to the next level, and then as soon as we get enough points, I kind of sit back. I'm like, good enough.
Nice.
That's actually good.
Doing it for the cause. Doing it for the cause. That's great because I'm not doing anything. I'm just
Oh, when you put that in the command, I put Strom instead of real AJ Storm. If you could fix that for me, you'd be my hero. Nintendo Nerds Rock Band taught me how to have different beats on the foot pedal. Well, honestly, like that was where I was better at it, was on Rock Band, but there's also only one foot pedal in Rock Band. Whereas my understanding in drums, on the hi-hat, right? Don't you have another one that makes it kind of go like up and down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, see, look at you.
I said hi-hat.
You did.
Let me get off my hi-hat for a second.
There we go.
It's official. You have a command, AJ. WASREC for now. It's your record for now. For now. I have this feeling that just by making it a record, like something that's quote unquote official, Now people are
Right.
gonna really try.
Now it's on.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we'll. Well, go ahead.
You should have a prize. A
Yeah.
prize.
Well, so we are looking at possibly doing like a on-stream currency. Like we were thinking about calling them pancakes, and then for
Oh my
those who win
gosh.
games, we might give extra pancakes too. It's something we have in the works. We're hopefully going to have a lot of announcements coming up toward the end of this month for things we want to do in June, July, and August. So be sure to stick around for that on Gaming Morning Show.
Very nice.
Put it on a pancake.
Yeah, that's my
Put
line.
it on a pancake.
Bob got really excited there. Holy cow. It's 8:50 West Coast time, 11:50 on the East, 4:50 in the UK. Let's do this. Let's get the headlines of the day, quick recap of the Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news, and then we will have our takeaways that were pretty okay, our clip of the day. We'll say goodbye to Theo, and we will raid somebody as well on Twitch. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is still Wednesday, May 12th, 2021, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews. Microsoft's testing a new way to get an Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S into your hands. They have a pilot program called the Console Purchase Pilot, which is allowing U.S. Xbox insiders on Xbox One to register for a chance to reserve an Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S console. Trying to reward those who are part of their family and hopefully get your hands on a next-gen console, which has been tough for lots of people. Gabe Newell of Valve/Steam has hinted during talks with Sancta Maria College in Auckland. He was asked by a student if Steam would be porting games to consoles, and the legendary developer hesitated and then said, "You will have a better idea of that by the end of this year." Mystery. So keep your eyes posted on Valve news. We'll see what happens there. PlayStation's Days of Play event is kicking off in about 6 days. You can register any time between now and the end of May, but it does begin on May 18th. This is a community challenge event with multiple stages. And if you sign up for this, you're looking to play lots of games and get lots of trophies. In stage 1, if the community can get to 2.4 million games played for the community and 7.2 million trophies earned, you'll unlock prizes for everyone that participates. There are also bonus goals for each stage and 3 stages in total. So it kicks off May 25th. It kicks off May 18th and will run through June 7th. So if you're planning on playing lots of PlayStation games during that time, you should check that out. Could be fun. And E3 is coming up. One company that will not be participating in E3 has now scheduled their big event for the time. EA Play Live has been scheduled for July 22nd, where they will reveal all the stuff they're working on. And maybe we'll see some information about the rumored Star Wars The Old Republic remake. Who knows?
Maybe.
And always last but never least, games that are out today. We have Retro Machina out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Jin Conception out on Switch and PC. Fire, Ung's Quest out on Switch. Hunt Down out on PC and Mac. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Rift Raccoon out on the Xboxes and Switch.
The Xbox Eye.
Yeah, all 3 of them. I got all 3.
That is Sean, video game expert. Joins us, obviously, in the first hour with Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. You can find it by searching the hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News on Twitter. Our hashtag, or our handle, rather, is @WatchGMS. To find Theo in the bottom left of your screen, who joins us every Wednesday, you can go to Instagram. I am Miss Theo, and you are doing Aggies for Justice. Quick hit. What is that fundraiser all about?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. So, as some of you know, if you don't know, there's been a lot of violence against the Asian American community ever since COVID had happened. You know, people just blaming them for, you know, the flu, the China flu, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, and a lot of Asian elders are being attacked, and they are defenseless. They're like, we just walk in the streets, and people are pushing them down, beating them up, punching them in the face, sending them to the hospital. So you guys, you know, if we could just show some love by supporting them, I'm making egg rolls for that. But if you're not in the LA area and you still want to donate, you still can. So you can DM me on my Instagram at I am Miss Theo, or you can, where I can send you my Venmo information. So be greatly appreciated. And along with that, to support our Black brothers and sisters, we're also going to be fundraising for the Black Lives Matter movement as well. So please, if you guys can donate even just like $1, like Ryan said with my post, like all of us together, we can make a huge difference. So thank you.
And Chris and me, if you want Aggies, you just need to connect with Theo. There's delivery in the LA area. I don't know if it gets to where you are. I don't know enough about the geography of the area, but I know that Theo will try. So
yes,
there you go.
Absolutely.
It's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
On July 22nd. So we'll be able to see some conferences continued into July. Still waiting to hear on the other ones that don't directly do theirs through E3, which has been PlayStation and Nintendo in the past. But both Nintendo and PlayStation have scheduled theirs in June around E3 the last few years, so I'm hoping they do that again. But this one's pushed out a little bit later into the end of July. So we'll see what EA has going on.
Kiki said something about meat prizes. Did you say something
prizes.
about meat prizes?
I'll take some meat prizes.
I mean, meat prizes are never bad prizes.
No. Bacon. You play enough games and PlayStation just sends you bacon. And always last but never least, we finish on today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out.
That's your meat prizes clip of the day. Meat prizes. You play enough PlayStation, they send you some meat prizes. Hashtag meat prizes. International Nurses Day, Receptionist Day, a whole bunch of other days that we told you about today. Hope your day is as good as it can be today. Chat, what is it that you learned from today's show? What is your takeaway that was pretty okay? And then we are going to send you over to an oldie but a goodie. Luminarix is playing Jackbox Party Packs. Well, Luminarix was one of the very first streamers that GMS followed when we were starting to look for people to send you to, and we haven't rated Luminarix in a long time. So, because we're playing some Jackbox Party Packs, a pretty good way to have some fun on a Wednesday. We'll send you over there. Please say good morning from GMS. Sean, what is your takeaway that was pretty okay?
My takeaway that's pretty okay is a takeaway I've had many times, but today I've had it again, that I miss playing Rock Band with you and everyone. We should do more Rock Band.
Oh.
Agreed. Theo, your takeaway that was pretty okay.
Is that humans have a long way to go.
Absolutely, for sure. My takeaway that was pretty okay is, Kate, keep your eyes peeled for a tiger. There is a tiger roaming free in Houston today. So if you're in the Houston area and you see a tiger where a tiger's not supposed to be, which kind of starts and ends with, it's not supposed to be in Houston, let alone be loose in Houston. And there you go. Kiki, it's good to see you at the very end. Again, Duos tournament this Sunday for Kiki Low. Find out more information at Kiki Low on Twitch. Give a shout out to Kiki. Let's give a shout out to Gonzo so that Gonzo doesn't shoot me. That would be great in the Duos tournament. And one last one. Let's go with AJ. AJ was cracked today during the course of Words on Stream and now holds the official Words on Stream record, which you can now find by doing a ! WASREC. Thanks for the show, K-Laugh, you too. Chat FM, thank you again for being our latest Patreon subscriber. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, you can do so. We have our welcome tier, our subscriber tier, our kneecap tier, and our adopt Bob tier available now. Thank you for being with GMS every weekday morning. If you're watching on Twitch, we're going to send you over to Luminarix. Please say hi and good morning from GMS. We always appreciate that very much. For Theo, for Sean, I am Ryan. Thanks for being here. We'll be back tomorrow with more Gaming Morning Show on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and a Gaming Morning Show.tv.
Everybody get up, it's a party song.